0559 139582 0559 139582 one gentleman empering fighting komo yeram our best brain publication limited one must books our mode apa any books ye to ankodana one must start them the cage no one books on the be our sembia English language and asembia fante asante tri dagbani and afi French ni nyina no one at the beam bank cry betimi atobi na omasuama na boa na afi ye kan numeracy and afi and literacy and scrutiny book KG1 and 2 no be na past questions and answers no and ya dem natural wasi and after BC na omo pass and na make amfo dem amasa pebi man kodane na textbooks no omo enya wadwuma say English language and assembia social studies integrated science ni nyina no ayade say no and ya course subject one pass ya usuku ho be dem amountain kodai muma omo enyusu be ya pankro no abed La Posada Hotel wa and ya wo aye die adwuma abed kwano so wa obe fresh 0507200200 na afia din komo yenko smart view mobile and tablet o ma so o mo the phones awodo ana bayo A3X Oppo e wa adwaman so na no ne bo no eye ye kan say 600 Ghana cedis unya bia onso obetimi anya phone kama a box mu na phone no ne bo afuye pa phone no so ye kama so be say ultra selfie na asembia we video bi o YouTube and TikTok videos yi phone yi ebetima ma quality highly digital amanu ama ye kama Redmi 5A so na wa German so and no aye 450 Ghana and also a gig no aye 32 and afi RAM aye 3 gig and bo no and so aye 450 and afi Redmi 6 and also aye 600 Ghana cedis ne bo no and so that from a partner in a tablet, you know, and I make one some Adiama say 1,600 Ghana cedis and a tablet will some and so be cabin Kodaya, woman ever fear Omuko. School bar what's your dear obenya tablet bia momo woman the bofoma HSA enyadia say and also naba say ni na no e drama so gorilla no so naba na no anenra fancy kajo azafu yi ana to form na trata crafa so enyadia say screen ebe pai gorilla oti gorilla na wa wonim say the ctm kama and what day ni na no e drama so a friend am there also obetima make you order ye delivery e Ghana be bia 0247812358 0247812358 na fe smart view mobile also working komo na betway nyame adoma enano pay ya betcha yem betway codes ade amount enti sano so amame so dwumadi awudi no obetwa bi na fe wadiska na say a sports bet na nambia casino obetwa bi na fe also demo na wutwa the betway for them runner and say omu ade omodi abane sa rewards ni nie wutwa ni nyina no na fe unya points edu ba bia utimi convert your points na fa yesika atem ama opese odi twa bet ade betwa wuji ade akodi god baby and say o de kwato pan ubi ade ani nyina no ayare sam onso sabetimi akara no na nra obatan eyi bia aja ni tea bread party wode eye ya enu amanso aye kamanti betway for maza wo mo boni papa encha na washa no so ade amame na untumi sika puduo ana meka wasem atem amansa me pato twa bi na obedi eye untumi mega cash yale ye kan say we no untumi mega cash lucky box for no yanu mu anaka ye ho aboma ye die ndwumadie na on say ne e won show no so no wo mu ensom e be di dwuma kama na draw ensom ekoso e wo show no so Wednesday bia na Wednesdays no omo se men kan to say the more na wutwa in a star 426 star 20 hasha wo di usika na wo je points na wo je ni nyina no enom ensom letumi aboa ama ye draw na utumi nya smartphone ana afi ene BBC t-shirt and afe a cham and the account brands ne enwoma account nyina no set me cabin to the asan so ne twabi na nwoma nya kama from a high sense adaroma wo se me kan to say TV and ope and asembia ope fridge ope air conditioner ni nyina no wo mo de bi aba adwaman so no and American one some adwaman and ope high sense no wo ma tete so bo no ada form ye pa enja no asan so ma me say chroma de eba no home appliances a wo mo and ekuta 5-year manufacturer defect warranty and so ngada so nti woto items na we are saving dia no ahye no so e dia ma me say Ghana ha dia no a ana egusu bronya yi by dia bronya na ye didwa e high sense wo achimota wan kran ye showroom so no West House Mall ye bo adwuma otema wo Kumasi a ye wadum e watafo watano so ye bo adwuma den a enya asame to afre 0302 550 000 na ne high sense din komo Lawson Beverages Limited o man daroma Lawson delay man yi we are bema na pesa oji wani won pem na wani je na afenye 2 minutes sem na afe ye boss toro e won pem ni nyina nsa wo performance no enkoye crime say empama good and man no ye coach so enti wo mo no na timi chasa wo form ana wo nye form Pep Guardiola ha wona be timi chasa mbia a branch your friend say Ellen brought talent he or form ana oni for na mo e ba mpam dia emeya na timi chasa kwaku ayemre enti asem wo yo ho adro na wo mo kan say anu apelosing delay man beaters ubobia abra obegina na so majudin e wo mpam achasa dwuma be koso no onso obe feel losing delay man capsule si anonso no wo ye oba na o menses enflow ya wo de onya bia ebe boa amachasa nuama aye kama 0248619999 baby to odro bia no onso obe bem na afenuama ye kama oba time ba na mum and it so herbal clinic Dr. Elder Ousu na daroma wase wani no eye cataract tete anasi so ana glaucoma wase brana fe omo na nuama nye kama wase men control say enyam ne machine bi no de si wani so eye herbal medicine wade ma treatment wona so ye anti stroke and diabetes obia hypertension and asembia typhoid ha no on fa na nche takra de ben port cortes ak Bishop Porter girls wo ana Kumasi kwada so estate park e di adwumadie no ensom no Alhaji Wala ko Johnson no ene Accra so ye bo adwuma Tabora 0559901234 was in God we trust na wakope wadru na nuama aye kama e di ama oba time
so bo ama sen aye fita e pa fita nya na di ahodan eno so etima ba me won ketwa ana mpo ne kase nti ba bi eto adrobi akwa we sounds ebeta kam na mom kro ya ana di Kojak regular for anasa for fluoride aye toothpaste no so atimi di aba na eno di eboa yie pa esan se ebe ma sen aye di ni nyina no na se eboa no from a papa eno enso atima free wanum enso atima ba ama bians atima ko kama Kojak aye procode no eno enso atima dwa so no de okwa be se bia uti ene dwa gaga anampos awo ana do flew ana tetewa wadro no onum bia anam enso atima ko Kojak farmer wuram enso atima kashi drugland ho ene wo ewon krampuni mantem na mo Kumasi a your central market ayebo adwuma mantote no anam enso atima wo kama 0244559597 nanem panifo enso atima kasa se enema bia ba umoja no pese utimi clean in tan
liver supporting liver no
papa
problem liver na
mama yenko nya fe na akunya ko yakopo obi dia ba besem dabi mesewa da kopa do ibinom essence ababo na gina brand ama bias etwa koye afa moja no enseculity a ababo ama moja no etima seculity ne mpo enyema bia akuditi ani padua no so anam enso etima ko etum ade etia no ba bia ton dro enso etua Ghana bia okwa wonso ubenya pasco herbal capsules nebi enso etima no mantocha no so etima kama aya gina mba se ope mu nchemu bia 0557453579 na so ne mpanifo enso etima kasa na bibia aya kama so etimi dia Alaska Star Enterprise men kan cho say bronyan eba e was dem luku nice and gentle enti se bia o dam no opeso ye fa e was wunya na se wallpaper correct one na se bebo na bibia etwa kwa no achi blankets ana pe se bia 3D ana po se 5D natural designs ne bia okwa South ebetimi akabi e Alaska Star Enterprise anwati with the suffering light ni bi enso atimi dia ba open sofa covers decorative watches a ni na okwa se kabi onu kra na di PVC floor tiles no anam enso atimi dia ba ko na kokko jimi na bibia etimi nya kama Kumasi behind Boss FM ene wo enso Kumasi aduma obefra number 0554114878 e Kumasi now enkran there your circle TikTok lane your shipper done inside 0244105135 na ne perifo enso atima kasa midima fo eba center Dr. Tam da so me say yade be ene tete wo se bia oyoba ana be ma wuntimi ngo ana posa be ma na oba wa emre e wo mpam se bia usisi ene bo gaga ko na doctor fatam ento so yade no entete case na catch udu wonuma eba na lab ana person ye scan bia wo super so twa bia udu medima for center doctor everytime beto so ma bia so atimi akokama edema stroke no ye de otini sete wudi ane so beko ne mpore tamato so abu akọ agogo school Johnson ana beko akoto medima for center 0244774289 24 enso atima kasa na nim sa cement vital heba mixture and capsules na so atu adwa so dodo na bono mana se agan na agan ne de we no unya bianom na eno so atwa bo asa bia aya desa osisi ana twompa wo ye bema na oba otena sia no ka konwam ana pesa oto asintini ana atwa siatika ana mpat eno so atwa hawa unya binom ebetu ase deku ana enso atimi de ma wo so de na premature ejaculation de boy ni 2 minutes sia na ba besenko e ma na motenka semateko bema na moda wote se du fote no moduon aya gan munkopa binom na bibia atimi nya kama ana enso atifama fei se bia wankasa no o menstrual cycle na enema nsa da enkwe enfama wa agan ababua Managerial brane ama bians etima kwe misraw aya dese to agan enso to Ghana ba bia to adro bia ntu kwa eno nso so pe agan odi ka agan wo meyi enso atimi diama aya frefra 0240616061 na ne mpanifo enso atima kasa na unim sa 3p garlic mixture eno so ewo dwaso na dowe dia ye boni dia na mapega memo na masatena se bia mesansa aya dua ebo ni padua ni yepa vitamins minerals ewo mu no eboa amane se nipadua no so atmasipi enso atmasita se bia eba no se immune system no eno na ye mra yade bia fa wane de wosna mesewa da obekọ 3p garlic mixture eno ati menstrual problems ana etetewo me pato one ma so nsa yetetete ana nsia tos ana sinkuta ankof eno ati se bia omoja no osakule omoja ni circulate ana post asthma tetewa ana etetewa 3p garlic mixture ana bebobi na bibia so atma kama edama 3p garlic mixture ya make na sem glass bottle mo na de tesa ni tinu ayakoko enempo ayadese garlic no eda ho kama bibians eto kama be bia twandu e Ghana bia oka won sansom ebetimi akabe 0248928824 na so ne panifo so atwa kasa power special Saba hospital yama me doctor akosia dia ya eno no special good man enkoma essential ban hepatitis B C any A ya de na okoya no ade ato no afa nwadi na so ba fie eno ati se bia fatty liver prostate enlargement and immune system support and up a stomach ulcer and tetewo woto the kidney stones okwa we the drobeka amani nyina no the test asia to deku and enso atimi de ma wo the malaria misro wono nkwa na de nesa nubra ani aban ayadura ye fan adua ya herbal malamix eno etu malaria na se eno ati cough care herbal mixture no eno enso so e odwaso atese obawa kuru ke a etu asenso atimi de ma ontumi ni di the tenso wa ba koma oyere ayadwane nanso so obedi adwane enso atimi yasama adua ya herbal tonic ababwa ama so atima tibia di adidiye ama bia so atima ko kama mesawada ba bia tondu organ bia kwa won se ka dua ya nupa di binamom enkran ubewu ya kwabenya ACP road ubewu ya power hospital bus stop on ya wa ye bojo ne pokumase fe ya so bosom twekwa na so adua ya Johnson ona ubewu ya bojuma 0244544422 na ne penifo and so to me akasa the Supremo.
Well, thank you very much. I know friends about China why we no am a quick one chi ye bana fia be din komo ya we say ye ABC no aye ready anafia we oba say Jason no bi edaso
yeah you say kra no long sleeves no omo no mo pe long sleeves no and ma post bi
sa yem fa draw ni we na why no am ABC no eni nti ayen draw no ana e ban numbers we try ya say appear ya letters no eni we letters 1 to Z and as A to Z emu 3 ana bay we X ana X kauna to so XPG into X ana you can say
XPG
into XPG ana abenti say utaya na when you say what the X for xylophone, P for Paul, G for Ghana, T and that's on two trabia. What is the one to me and Nibin so and I went cha. Nami Antuma Ria, you ever sign I draw. 2 boy be draw ti 2 touch draw so ebeba ti ana wa hye no so ntimu ntwai na bibia so enye kama ne anopi emfama sa Jackson no
long sleeves no man no pe long sleeves ubisa se ana mo pe long sleeves no ebiaba but enye bebre
Sir,
I
be no
Liverpool.
Long sleeves or
Manchester United, Chelsea, Madrid. Odinina long sleeves ni biaba. It is a upebi se CIDA ubenyabi. Se CI
away na home ni
away ni home ni na bi ho. Two pebia. It's just a matter of calling.
Okay.
0203 68 2641 0547 047771 next one more and so dim komo uni dim komo baby a wo bia ya de bebro on say na emo esulu kakra but still them mumra
fire.
Okay,
more fire
ti ba be
that Black Stars there na we know them
coat of family bi ho
eno no
bi ho ya eno there say we say dikaka wa say no wa say
okay the Black Stars be bo Friday nti yes na yes to be open no so bi no fra ni nsabe ka bi eno efe pe executive the manager na bo mu ba
say manager
ni the crowd no munya James bi to so na boss ne ka him say no nti I want to say no young question of the day na yenim komo sponsored by Amuzu P draw nem yare draw nti wutie me ne anope na wutie me wakwakote yemfa ne se gono ye bema nem yare bi ana hawadin syphilis yo banso na afi ase honom ya na taye ohene nsuo tagu nka ewomu a wodro no Amuzu P unya bia no betimi aboa na nuama ye kama ediama Dr. Amuzu ana de adre abadwama so munum bi na emoa na bibia so enye kama na ye busaw two legends greatest goalkeepers yi ana edo ma to so the great womu enie ye wotibo kotoa ewom ana ye wo manonoya enso edem sa two great keepers yi ye say obe bench one na wa start one why ana o tono as a manager me kasem bia yama team se manager ye nkofo mienu womu ye great moment die womu bone die omzo nkofo mienu wo form pa na yibako fa bako start o match na fa bako tina bench as a coach wo be ni saying yentie we na afi yenin come on Facebook ye fa o messages no about time
where you post no ase na branch fan Zanati Reigns ase I'll start Emmanuel Noya Broyal ase Tibo Kotwa afin to John ase Manuel Noya Evangelist Obri Yaboa ase Manuel Noya Muhammad Musa ase Manuel Noya Sanso ana branchia ne din ase the rich homie ase Tibo Kotwa afei branchia ne din ase Nana Adujamfi Emmanuel ase Manuel Noya on any day and no so etimi ediaba Kwame Mauli ase Onana Kwame Miss Call Kwesi Owisi ase Manuel Noya afe Ebel ase Manuel Noya Simon Aka ase Manuel Noya Sanso ana Kaku Skycon enso se Manuel Noya Nana Ba Uma ase Manuel Noya Daniel Nibote enso se Manuel Noya Osman Ibrahim Seidu ase Manuel Noya afe Joseph nese ayi enso se I'll start Kotwa and branch Noya Mausa branch and did Abdul Tahiru and to say Manuel Noya Gideon ni Kwei Kweku and to say Manuel Noya Owusu Yao and to say Manuel Noya Anonos Abeko and so to me a German in Shirako Joe Mike as I will start Manuel Noya so ana BA chapters as a Kotwa a Fenat Techi as a Kotwa Fete Jordan as a Kotwa Samson ana branch and D Ade Philip Money Max and to say Manuel Noya Jamila Abdurrahman and so say Manuel Noya afei Mawuse Kemo and so say Tibo Kotwa Sister Robert Ama and so say Noya forever afei Obama a branch and D ade Obibini B Musa GH as a Kotwa Jama Muzola as a Manuel Noya Samson Anna Evans Azu and so as a Manuel Noya Sister Kobe Stone as a Tibo Kotwa on any day Sky G as a Manuel Noya a branch and fan Amo Kelvin as onom ebeko adiama Tibo Kotwa afe Star Boy ese Kotwa anobeko diama Alonso enso sobeko adiama Kotwa JK enso sobeko adiama Kotwa afe Billy aye Ampol enso se obetusi Kotwa ama bias eto kama chey bar for homeboy enso se Manuel Noya anobeko enso atumi adiama no
wo yemfa live on stream no asi on Facebook Duman Sa Frank say Tibo Kotwa no kodiama na darling Owusu was startable Kotwa and afi Abuati Theophilus Capo Radio Kotwa and I'm a Kodiamano so Robert Helbert a Madrid fan but where the Manuel Noya ana mekote amano no eyedwade aba peaceman say I'll start Tibo Kotua peaceman ye from our forgo so greetings to destiny and odiaba Ralph Scott say Tibo Kotua ana me start no and the mispa was I'll start one Garcia and bench two of them. Okay, we are Madrid and as we are Bas and Yampa Chris the liquid was say Madrid fan but manon noya on any day and on no day abba and I pay where New Brown Junior so I'll start manon noya and odiaba Julius Cassie as a good morning watching the show live from Sampa. I'll start prime manon noya and I don't know and so day abba where Derek Asari said Tibu Kotua and I'm starting Saka Sulemana as a Tibu Kotua starting and no Ayatwadiaba Nana wisdom say I'm wisdom Tibu Kotua and I'm starting Kwaku Sidom say Olele and also I'm starting PSA and one first Tibu Kotua and I'm starting into a Ghana for I drink chair no be any don't them no de bano Konadu Evans Semano Noya and obe starting on Pa Kofi was say Atizigi all the way Atizigi and no and so starting here that's ba say oh starting Atizigi and the amaye ne anupi yam drop yam betwe ne and there dey be diska
and there dey nyaka
is ne dey be diska inti we go chop sa inti awutie mi anu afa pen no paper no ayede na watro na afia koyanim oho gobatan de edi kan enie ayese project e TV nto hwe a obetimi enya live on YouTube and afi TV Facebook BW2 0F4 5 there be mama san funny bi mama funny bi we no cross e pin ham dodo ndi mama hwe you are BW2 0F4 50 2D 17 O's no
okay
the toss we BW2 0F4 54 and also a 13 O's the toss we 8 BW2 0F4 58 and also a 8 O's
okay
the toss a 6 O's BW2 0F4 5B 05 yes na nkopon kai hona on my green light no
sure
ti tabi na ubedi the international break ni say dia na nsem bebrewum ba we faster ubenya bia yedi ye keka matches ni nyina yeden abububu ma unya transfer bedi ti ewon sem say we wie bia
ti ude
okay
over to you Jolati
happy birthday to you
oh thank you sir
okay brudo ni cheese ye ko amana ne I don't know this are and from Sarak and you can say okay ti young come on here na so we have you come foreign na oze atadimok ne tea bread you come on here ba the new one sa enkomra
Angwa juma no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Esa chrenia no you Yami wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamachi Israel Yehuwa Ilahenu Yehuwa Ekad We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miyodika, Tode Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Come on, boy, Capo. Capo chairman, I feel chairman yes. Got time tabu kasamu send messages and ben obia say hey oh chairman ya dear pa say watch me assemble. I just quite be coming kwame ho hene papa me.
Na guess it is how
you so panina no play of fire basso near her country obetima repe Africa our continent and afi womu ares wo metimanya slot no abeka na afi ya rem World Cup na bibia so etimi aye Cameroon and national team no womu ensom na hwese omone ne DR Congo egem no baba so na reporter banisano pano fancy Di Maria enya catcher say Onana Andrew Onana and so reporter mabani so benya amesisa game against DR Congo ya dem the sansom ni nyina no of the banes trading across so and some ewo ene omo camp eno no na eno som na chese doctors omo assess branch no chese nyade say ono and some the betimi adem or doubtful for the game ya dem the sansom ni nyina no dem na ba na wodu ene Cameroon omo camp eno no kwa na player wontimi and some them boy ya chese Zambo Angueza and some a player we injured our general enum and so Tuesday training section across some our Rabano and Nadia Sonia and some the chibe training ya te awon some at the benches reporter urban said them na post mefoda out of the game against Democratic Republic of Congo Samacha and Basso Nadia said Zambo Angueza ebetimi abode ama Cameroon omo national team na ya dem and later sini no atem na bana training na and records no obama me and Vasant Abubakar the senior player anra yenya Vasant Abubakar no and some training with the squad out here said the under front light na womu training ewo ye kan se Morocco e Montezua na timi se nyama ye kama ade amomo enti Vasant Abubakar de revolt aye bani se ono no betimi and some dini jumadie no ade amatimi afani se Cameroon adon sam no atem na ben no training ye na report abani se chupo mountain and Zambo and Goza de and the likely say game against DR Congo no and no abe days and manchemi no betimi abo ade ama Cameroon ya don sam ade banti Cameroon team no ya resem some match we de a match a very hard game gima wo mu esenke say omo bo etime say na o me say chupo mountain and afi Zambo and Goza na say adwumaden and omo ye na omo di winning match no na say we have 3 players omo ntimi mu a ye wo Dani Namaso wono outa ontimi bon fama Cameroon and afi chupo mountain Zambo and Goza womo nyina no outa na afi American area atuda so na so entimi engine dwumaden na de wonsam no azem by remu our Nigeria na the Super Green Eagles omo ensom ngasam no ya de abano pano oti update our sports bite so and as a fancy at the update neba as a Nigeria anra anya tense ne woma boycott training as womun training adaya ya de womu ka bonuses as you tua atem amomu ama general ya tese federation anafe womu ensom na sorte abino and federation assorte ama federation and so abewu and the players womu our camp atema Nigeria na reporter ebani say baby Nigeria for no womu federation jina na 1 year so womu jina yes boys no ayo ma twen say after say womu sa akamu bonuses ni ade no yes womu say womu special bonus just a match way a special game womu bo a playoff anu osepa enti womu we say emperifo no lebetimi womu $30,000 per game na say womu bo womu game no womu wini a say womu $30,000 as a winning bonus womu anso Nigeria for no womu players no anso here am ya say the Nigerian and the Football Federation NFF no womu say baby womu jana womu tua $10,000 and adema Nigeria and some boys na after Zambia womu bo game awinie enti ya say womu jina $10,000 and the dollars per game no aya budget ya so womu adem to na ya say FA no ayo ma twen say federation no aka che boys no say de womu nie we a special game enti mu say go mbia mu game against Gabon mo to atna ya ba ma mu go bia no $30,000 mbia mu game against Gabon na Victor Osimhen aje baku mienu na watia so na tena kasa wase baku a $30,000 and the dollars per goal wase mienu a $60,000 anambenya wase miensa $90,000 anambenya ya say boys in I said baby omujana ebo kra ka say womo bo playoff no do final na omo say go final na ombe mo $50,000 our final no playoff no Nigeria for alata for boys say womo amuni akum omo ensom anyintum womo mo $30,000 I don't some no from na bank womo training no and womo training Eric Sekoshal I manager and am team no more say ne wo metimi asorte with the boys na fe and you man some let me akaka na asumdwe no aba ama Nigeria ya don some let them update ni nyina no nyame adoma ye bewram na fe ya don some let abaye nko Angola na ye ni nkomo enano Angola wo ma ye ready wo mu game Australia wo mu bo area Argentina Leo Messi no no and wo mu prepare kromo njore ene chasa flags wo maintain song Angola anu asiye pa uko desert so ni ade a wo ma project wo mu Angola for no and Argentina wo mu so ade fe wo mu flags and wo mu enso na project wo mu de promo ene game no ayade wo nsam ni nyina no ade banchi the Palancas Negras na mi adoma wo mu enso bo Argentina ayade wo nsam ni nyina no ade ba already wo ma ye JC a wo mu JC a wo ma ye no omo veli we a special JC and Angola for no enso na by design no Lacatoni wo mu ana design sa in a shiting at Angola wouldn't say Angola wo mu 50th anniversary independent after sa wo mu enso na independent no 50 years and year and until and wo ma to mo sate after Argentina as a part of Saliba Angola and Montensua and as a metro Angola at 50 Ghana credit the 2000 so yeah Ghana at 50 omo yeah caps bini ade my schools all cow the Capo and our cap and omo yeah chebi at the buy okay and team I feel Angola woman some and 50 years woman so 18 after independence you know woman celebrate omo them and my friend is Argentina and some they be doing something you know and them but okay team ni sadak mo and project Argentina team no and some mame and a day na training e koso Messi no adwuma mo ball ewo ya can say training grounds and no asepa because Argentina for no oma fa game ni say woman ko ball ordinary game ewo game a woman Angola e dey cover ni won betre woman na mu abom a kire ti Messi ni na say training no koso unia and e pia ball no because say unu arasa na me adoma after sembia ye be wie 2025 na wa reach 900 goal tally enti Angola game we de unu be adumo and asem to akwanti Argentina ana US o mu team no training a yatem na wonsem ni nyina no adeba na Nico Paris go bi akoda no enso ahye o training bra ye projected the amount to mas Argentina for no wo mu ene Angola ano be shepa na Nico enso na go no yenya and ye shabo no say the boy and some see project trade back boss short matna and some like I say no na ye project at mama e wonu ma and as me 20 machine in nkofo wo mu ti tuma sere be tuma de nyina no and you man some betima come e do some no as them na no pay e so no so Wontumi and the sports buffet later sin nyina no and ya dem ba na no say and mame abranche fenisen Yanko Argentina Campo na yeni nkomo Tagliafico na yeni nkomo on Messi was say one was say Messi no why ready say me Albert say me Messi be retire na yaso Leo Messi be free game no and so much me akọ why ready for news bi sa and was so no de onye ready for news bi say me ya better say Messi and manimu ya Messi e be hangi the boot na for judgment de no and so na de ato Messi ye nya Messi e wo game no and so na ye pebe dey say ball game with that Messi about him pa now say Messi no on this side day SMia or be retired from the game and manimo ya say ne one and some 90 more especially the national and the team no enti there abranche Tagliafico ade to do nyina no as a Messi there ye be fe no abra o jani boot no and some nato na for continue dwumadie na nuaman some natima come and one say Messi be returning to Spain before Zambia World Cup and some that so what is sa news no bi ni ade and one ya to that so no the work can say on say Messi no ball Inter Miami na Inter Miami team no ayade say ne Beckham no and some ana ne wo mu ekuta wo mu hwese de nuama besi akọ na onim contractor Miami team no wo mu any Messi e the Beckham law and no agave Messi Zambia Messi no man ho kwan e man ntimi mentini dwumadie e was Spain and bia o manya breaki na unuan som na ba betini dwumadie kakra ensom na ho ni nyina no yade a ono oni die wo mu enti ni nyina no agina Messi no ensom na so awode sansam no e de atu da Tagliafico ensam ne de ma on Leo Messi and the latest no azem na ba yates Argentina is national team Saudi na net wo mu sa af Argentina de atene say udu French Football Federation woman some ayo match say match mu no because of World Cup eba so no wo mu pe team amba mo tough game Argentina national team no enti Mbappe no ebe say wo mu test wo mu strength before say World Cup eba do wa eso mo ball eti Argentina enti reporter ban say o mu ebe say nyame aduma match no wo mu be ball and the international break ni do a say o mu ball Argentina near France wo mu national team no ani adon some no they be say World Cup na de enche na baso e US of Mexico and Africa Canada mountain so na udu New York mama New York the 5th Avenue mo United States na no pay yancham na no pay na avenue ya dia to see e the 5th Avenue no Leo Messi and mo project the Messi wa ni nyina no aye World Cup ni promo no and we must start 2026 no and I will do New York City way the 5th Avenue and we must project Leo Messi ya dem the salute sini nyina no atem ema na no pay so no so na David Villa and ye mo amoka David Villa na do baby born de sem mo amudi born na chikakra no munim se de na ne ball enso mo city wono ano mabusa ne se Ronaldo ana Leo Messi wan ana super ye kan obi a onim born ball obi a wotimi tia born so ba kumienu ama wo TV e tia wo fe SNA wo stadium e monitor wo TV na tio but emotions nipa no adam our pitch no so all bobo no wotimi na feeling bi yes from kokra se bia wo pitch so kra na bia wo hwe match no David Villa and ye busa se between Messi ni Ronaldo wan ana wo giri se born ye the frosoro na de baye enso na de man no so one of the obeka se Messi na mom no aya na submissions bi say eba and I said debate bi say ebetodwa na uchusu baako na ja baako a na ye say o downgrade Ronaldo embia no achusi Messi obi tiabante o na David Villa no no kwa ye ni bebia ofrem na Messi ya wadamfo ana uchusi no wose da bi o automatically obetimi aka say enye sem bia uchusi Messi over Ronaldo now downgrade Ronaldo Nijuma wano ababeji wasi Ronaldo no he is one of the best in footballing history football abakosam we are say Wontumi nka brown kase Ronaldo enso empeni diu enfama game no nemo do obetimi aka ne so no de obechusi Messi over Ronaldo no ayete ne wadem atu dadon sam no of eba na Ronaldo de Messi debate na ana enkomo na koso ma Luisa enso ngade ne dia ba emza wa bonche awoso obechia wadwen enaro pe ko Facebook obetimi ache wadwen Luisa hanye Luisa anu omusa ne se dienti anu ono Luisa de bia oka ese ono or much respect edema Ronaldo career ekuta no overleo Messi denti ana de bia yebusa interviewer na o Ronaldo abasom na o se o Ronaldo dem wo place bia me de to e wo football mum ani ade Luisa say or respect Ronaldo pa dienti or respect Ronaldo and say ye ka a complete player say player be a complete ambidextrous ne nine bonkum any ni fam bia ya adwuma correcta masa Ronaldo no wasoro Luisa enie
by far. Yeah.
Okay, now the not nice one in your view.
I think is a very difficult question, always tricky. So some will like Messi more. I respect more Cristiano because I think if you want to start in some way a new team with a bit of a high budget, the first player you want is him because whatever the situation, it don't need anyone around him. So this is the debate. There is different factor in football. So on this one, particular this one, yeah, It's just like physically, mentally, technically, tactically, is more complete in my sense of football. But yes, when you look at quality and all that, this is debate. You have to look at the genius Messi and respect what he's done.
Oh, I know some Louis Saha, Moamuka Louis Saha, no, and what take a crowd out to Janina debate in Semi, and also a level pecking day, a man now pay away in Tumetia, a bus to me sports buffet latest, no, and yet Bama Frankie Dion, and they Spain, now you new commoner, one also at a crab, and Frankie Dion, ye was a Premier League, no, the best league right now, Oka leagues, was Asisua, over ball in the leagues, you know, and yeah, in the Premier League. Italian Serie A ewomu obeka French Liga obebo German Bundesliga urema obekika kwakobɔ in the other leagues ni nyina na do ka nyina no enso na say right now ye ka liga ejane na so league better league and quality awosura obetimi aka say Premier League no enso the best right now without doubt eno do ade atu ase sa na mra bi atwam was last 10 years ago emfie du atwam na wo ka na La Liga because that 10 years no Ronaldo and Messi hit bia wo mo be fire La Liga no bra na ema La Liga pedigree and some na was so and the last 10 years in the obiagitum and some that's La Liga no dia na wo mo ni competitor na mo right now no obeka se Premier League no and some the best league and some na dey to do say do baby na Makukuela a ball in the Brighton was say do baby na English players no na omubusa say maza China Spain born no SCTA na omo ya say oye nyama to the be English players no and omo ne Marco Kurela e bo e Brighton no omo ne din komo so oye nya Barca be bo ye nyama to be called last 10 years in the bra na ejam enso La Liga no brutal and no e Frankie Dion and so Maria to do some no atem na Joe Cancelo e player na komo enso akopie na Cancelo some of the to do nyina say was the Premier League the best said ye nay Frankie Dion Ekaya and on some other be to so now on no we no sudden command ko twan ho and Saudi so league you know a man of the top 5 leagues and masaja baby cry na ka and then sembia no remu na wa Premier League abaso ayatiase no mo Saudi no and what ababeshem as a Saudi league you know and some a man of the top 5 when no and some Adriana sembia when you branch and Adriano and some of them to do something you know atem na bo we no say a dream as we be Saudi na fe wasa baba bo Europe because European football edu ba bia na wa fe European football ye pa enom ayan sama Joe Cancelo azam na tudu na nyina mu no anu say aka ni 1 year contract on say obo edema hela eboboko no enji Al Hilal team no was so 1 year no eso an obo nsem bia obeto aso adini juma na say ne wano ebeba Europe na fe European football wano enso ngabe testi biam na fe nuama kama no I report a few atem ngaba later sini nyina no yatem ema ne anope ewo so no so na our talk sports so and anope okay Manchester City womu and Liverpool again course no and Xavi Simons okay and then we Simon Jordan and and some ya to drum our talk sports Van Dijk go na ye disallow against Man City some sa ball no mo amuhwe bibia mo se the ball City amese and slot complaini and ohene ban complaini Liverpool foi obi complaini na boy and Simon Jordan say enka Liverpool and ya de ball we ehye wo mu a enka coach yi obekasa say enka won kasa boy yesisi mo edu ba bia hypocrisy we a manager ya jaisa wo ya takra wo dwom ana fa say wo kan sem bi anko favor nti wo sa wada sam na na favor masa wo hwia gitum sa wo hwie na obi an sa wasa yentiem na player na say we a pundit our talk sports Simon Jordan enie
I'm willing to wager you a significant bet. If Slot had conceded that goal, he'd have been complaining about why it wasn't ruled offside. And that's the problem that you've got, is the absolute hypocrisy, the rank hypocrisy in these managers that will not accept. And they'll say it's because we're under a lot of pressure. Oh, so what? Yeah. You get well remunerated, you get significant opportunities in life, and ultimately some of it will have things that you don't like. And there needs to be a higher burden on managers that clubs and the FA and the Premier League suggest that they need to stop doing this, because it might just bring the game into a space where it starts to bring it into disrepute. I'm willing to wager you a significant bet. If Slot had conceded that goal, he'd have been complaining about why.
No, our Talk Sports Liverpool for no, and the idea of some idea Benjano Ayasama, if from my dear Badin 70 but Fulham Tibno, woman manager Marco Silva, so say, and Roman Koye and Farmer Womo, or I'm saying manager and your difficult start, or in the Craven Cottage, and no idea how do you pa. No more dear Tim, and it's one better, or more funny new contract now from Oman Mre, now almost a manager, I have found Marco Silva, so now what did Juma? Now you are some let you make come doing some no at them about Arsenal. So report about is Mikel Arteta still now Omu and an international our contract extension ho I say almost say 18 months no anaka into woman manager and so international for my engage on said players no already Omu and the Bukayo Saka no anafe Jules Timber woman in Agusua woman team command in no as a manager and so at the boom I so many international fe one and some abedini jumante ama team na to so de ama Arsenal na wonu say Arsenal team no muguso a wo mo scout ama na be scout e de ama wo mo na yase Napoli wo muguso mo discuss Napoli scouter one edini juma Mauricio Michali enie na reporter about is a senior scout obra yase recruitment man way and so ye emre bia twam e de ama team no currently no enya same to akro no and discover talent is Marek Hamsich ono ana tene baye Kim Min-ja ono na discover no ana Africa Kvaratskhelia wo nyina no and the players Mauricio Michali ana de wo mu eba Napoli eba be di tuma and some no Napoli ncheze yes experience scout ana Arsenal Ireso mu sabetimi akana fe wono and some no be di tuma no a reporter if from Mateba Manchester United says a reporter ban say Ruben Amorim no yes one Casemiro no and some dia kwakodro and say boy in the ball and fair say we said the Nyaman and Suzitia manager Giris and the contract ni we are I say omokosom e man contract for na Mefo Dynamo okoso etwitwa e Mefo ade emali tima your friend Manju and reporter if Ruben Amorim so ye and some Mateba ni say we said the Nyama and some city and fitness level manager trust and ho den and some now so and say the level no obetimi aboa Manju akona ni me pa enti onya boy no amani dwumadie no enso akokame ase Manju manager I friend Ruben Amorim na satem rafofro e Manju sese Manju e ko game mu na omo ko start match na wache team no enso mienu a chese your first and a team and a second team ni nyina no ye omo a wo be sign autographs ade ama supporters em ya ye ball in the Manchester Liverpool and obo Chelsea na fe ye ko match obedu na supporters go na o me sign mame Bemo be sign mame ni ade ase team ni atam ye no ye omo before match wo me sign autograph ye we match so a wo mo be sign adama Manchester United ya dem the salute asiri nyina no ade ban ye Manju komo and ya dem awon sama de ba drop me Rooney ni ani komo reporter me say can say when Rooney ni was a Manchester recruitment wo mo ye before last summer no wo betimi akase man for players wo mo buy ni wo mo di din and ekoto to ya buy na we bo we na we wo din ade wo mo buy Ajagu and Yamanko or Manchester players do baby wo mo to de buy quality no Lukaku no Zlatan Ibrahimovic and afa Pogba wo mo nyina no area some level I was Romanju and some recruitment last summer wo mo ade buy ni nyina din and wo mo to na mo modern manager and also our from some mistakes na Manju no or no Rooney ajatum and someone is a Manchester about recover Suyan Yamadi film our next transfer in the window and I am some Rooney as them to the Mafias Cunha our Brazil woman camp boy a Manchester United player na and they were doing come our Brazil woman national team camp for on say London our mo busy na already said the Man U team no city or sin any ajepa say ne one and some our Man U are grateful sir or ball Manchester United and no and some betimi aboa Man U biano wayi yem eso beye ejama Manchester United yenche player no abra na otwetwe nkomo e wo camp.
Honestly, I think being Manchester United right now is something then I'm so grateful. It's very impactful for me to perform like we did it, to show everyone like United is some club they need to be in the top. So we did everything to put United there, and without doubt, to come here we need to show everyone is because we did a good job at the club, and I hope we continue like this. We continue to put
Manchester United and what they kakrate ba Man U team no and some and no Brazil omo bezi and some our London na enra our London Obama me Vinicius Junior Vini and the Arsenal academy team no womo and so ekotwa pictures e dey won some no available picture in the Vinicius Junior and the away Arsenal woman academy players no and kodai and Vinicius Junior womo and some and the infoni enra na so say I want no ano deal our London make us Brazil players no William Extinfao and Victor Roque no enya sameto Richarlison ni Bruno no me say omu sheki pa enya sameto atese don some no afem na banchi Extinfao ne diam say weda no on say ono London one anu won say manager no nanu kra Enzo Maresca eka ne weda no wasam afa boy hu say enche wodum say I want be fa no anasa weda no be fa kodai amachasa wo ya de no so nyama e kan no de nsa gu na chi enso na ono ma chese ne enya sameto kra don some no adeba Bruno no shekiri say masa keka ho ave yanko en Richarlison da yini nsa ade afina chi masa keka ho na ave yanko en na nua manso nya kama eno aye tie fo no mate ba don some no enso mate ba around sama anopa no yade ema sports bite no so and it's Oscar Mbuamba a player achasem eze enra ayese na nyame amfafia na nka around sempa amomo Russia no de ne ko Sao Paulo wo mu hospital na reporter ban say anopa no fancy Di Maria confirmed dem out our sports bite so say baby adune de boy anhwe ya oberetai because unia sika wakwajem e nkofon kroso ko China sika waje ene ade ni nyina no say rest na fe bibia kama reporter ban hospital no say de no ye na mom de chene sem anhwe ya na unia so ball no omobiem say no pa no fancy e kan sabe pe ansom na net e train official announcement wono ansom ade be ba ye don sem no afem na ba Jose Mourinho ansom enche na Jose wo mu eja ne kwa fa na bache anu ya Turkey na Jose Mourinho ne yase e ka Jose abro ade eja fa na bache team no enye kaketo akronse na Jose lodge one of the luxury and as a luxury and the hotel anso Turkey na ene Jose Mourinho yanka say me kana say yase onse Mourinho kono onse mo de mama kan say na tiase oko stay ewo ye kan say team num okodi be 15 months as say enya asameto akra ko serve ye born aduma as a manager as a team yi na o stay ewo hotel na Jose Mourinho ya se ne ka wabro 656,000 pounds ana Jose Mourinho abro anso dia to hotel ya se oja ho adeko na wonim say Jose Ekono Mourinho eje 30 million pounds compensation or jenadie and so mwekonanka Jose GA on Fabin Kotriane Kada hotel way. Maza Mourinho and she won fan bag, a fan the phone, a fan charger, a fan as any toothpaste, a fan just any brush, and be a fan in Pabua, Otilom, Jose Nekono. I say, calling no, yourself and a batch of Timono, Womo and the Triam, a car Jose Mourinho, and some Maja our Timo Tanasa Hotela, no, some a lodge, our take your doing some no, at them never man no noya. A goalkeeper say, buying for no other say, or by extended and then a contract and answer or extending no, it say a problem. Yeah, said the on some never did it to mano, now for why extending a report about it say, yes, man no noya no air. The fitness level was same they say reporter and say or na one day asha say nyame adoma mbia before say mbia Christmas no ye be di na ye di awie no sa moment ni nyina no ba asase no wa say obetimi asaba abedi ni juma no anase ontimi ma bedi ni juma na reporter am na say buying for the nkomu prepare 1 year contract and a day ama no ya say nkomu to so na fe onni ni juma no na fe nuama ensom na nkoka me no aye tie free o Deba Max Ebal, penny as the Emma Bayamunchin Boboko no, na Max and somebody to the Sama no ya no, were one of the outstanding captains, woman and some Lenya team no, Abaya Eddie Asobotim and no ya piano, woman and some Abaya de Asobotino, and Kakrote Atujadon some no, of the Ebal Letico Madrid team no, Yasi Ademola Lukman, woman per report I mean Seka, and it's Ademola Lukman of 45 airco and 50 million euros says Yasi Atletico I already said nay woman now will make me try to find demola na fe nneɛma nso moyɛ kama ɛdo nsɛm no afei ɛba ɛwɔ Canan Yildiz a contract ɛwɔ Juve ɛnie report ɛnsɛ ka ne sɛ boy yi nso ɛdeɛ ɛne sɛ ɔdemande 6 million euros ana ohia ana club no nso metua 5 million euros ade ama no enti 1 million euro ana akwa ɛsɛ ne wɔn nte wɔn wase ɛma boy yi nso a contract extension ana sɛ ne ɛno nso ntimi nkɔso ɛdo nsɛm no afei ɛma ne ano pay wo so no so na mame Chelsea player Reece James nie yɛ champion capito na ɔde nsɛm kakram na de ato the reporter yɛn sɛ kan sɛ yɛse Chelsea for no wɔn sɛ ɔma ho changes ɛwɔ boy yi nso recovery ya wɔde ɛba yɛ wɔn kyerɛ sɛ ne fitness level sɛ ɛno nso ɛkɔsoro na de wɔn ka nyina ne sɛ boy no sɛdeɛ wɔn nso aboa Chelsea ɛbɔ boko no wɔn nso kyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ wɔn asia hu no ɔma ho positive changes ɛwɔ ne injury a wɔnya yɛ ne adenam sɛ de nneɛma nso ɛyɛ paa ɛno ɛyɛ report from the medical staff and afei Chelsea mpanimfoɔ no wɔn yɛ do nsɛm no afei mmɛba na mmɛba so Thomas Tuchel mumienu no ɛba ne sɛ mumienu mo relationship ɛte sɛn ano so wɔne manager no ɛyɛ cool paa ɔnsɛ wɔne na di dwuma nso ɛwɔ Chelsea a wɔn nso ɛwini trophy sɛde abɔm kyerɛ ka no sɛ relationship deɛ nkitahodie between ɔne ɛne England manager na ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɛyɛ kolem ɛda yie paa ɛnom ɛyɛ nsɛm abrɛnkyɛ no nso de ato dwade ɛne saa latest ne nyina ɛdɛm ɛma na no pɛ ɛwɔ so no so na mame Moises Caicedo ne ani nkɔmɔ na Chelsea for sɛ boy yi abɔ mmɔden paa na wɔmbɛbɔ daba so wɔn mu ɛbɛ reward no na reward a Chelsea ɛde ma ne sɛ ne contract a wɔn nso asign no wɔn bɛyɛ adjustment ɛwɔ mu ɛde ama boy yi mbia increment bi a wɔn de bɛto so ɛde ama no bonuses bi nso ɛwɔ so wɔn de bɛhyɛm na afei ɛno ɛlɛfte ne boy yi wɔn nso ne status ɛde akɔ world class midfielders a yɛwɔ nso ɛwɔ wiase ne sika wɔn nso ɛkyɛ ɛno ɛyɛ Moises Caicedo Chelsea for no ɛbɛ sɛ wɔn pagya ne nneɛma ɛde ɛma no ɛwɔ ne contract a wɔn ɛkyɛm sign ne ɛdɛm ama wɔn ne nyinaa no wɔn bɛyɛ adjustment ɛwɔ mu wɔn awie deɛ ne mu no wɔn bɛyɛ nneɛma ɛde ahyɛm ɛde ama boy yi wɔ ne dwumadi a wɔn ɛdi Mame Laporta na yɛ ne nkɔmɔ Laporta nie president de ma Barcelona na wɔn Laporta deɛ ka na asɛm sɛ yɛbɛka na de wɔn nie wɔdi nkɔmɔ ɛnɛ ɛna wɔn bisa ne sɛ wɔne Real Madrid president a yɛfɛ no Don Florentino Perez ma wadeɛ no sɛn ɛsitiɛ mu divorce no ha mu divorce saa na mu nso mu state no ebusa na ɔpa line no ɔmusa ne sɛ mawari guo no edu baabi na so twan pa Super League ba ye na maka bom a kyerɛ sɛ nneɛma dida na kwa mu a na mawari guo yi ɛyɛ dan ana ɔsɛ awadeɛ bɛn me ne wan na awade obi a me ne na ware na wobɛtumi abusa sɛ agu na mom yanware ya aware guo bia ne baabi anti frame you statement eye no na omuzane say okay any reunion at say and say the reunion with Florentino Perez na respectful na dia fan cordial relationship na mo do kan say woman relationship no enye good cry because edu baby Negrera case no by no Madrid for be gina mo den Madrid for wo mo so mo evidence editia Barca for any adem and say one Florentino Perez woman tem at enkita wudie and your relationship and so tima woman and no a statement manager and as a presido adema Barca and ya to dana Lamine Yamal and was on Monday no the specialist by Abarakodanum a diagnosina emani treatment and some akoso ademano Emma and Spain national team no and some like bomu as a boy and Yamabeko kama jamana do Kenyan say woman Barca for the do mo when say woman Samuel Lamine Yamal na fe boy and some na watono na fe wono abebo adema Barcelona na fe nyama ye kama no e do mo ehwe ni mu kwan no se Lamine Yamal na akoda no ye ba the best player I want the positioning some the akoda no position obo ni age mate na obi ani wo we best we better and so much player bia I want Lamine Yamal compete I want the position at this age need to be anywhere the level and so and Lamine Yamal pay and no Laporta and some of them to do some no at the Leo Messi when you just Messi eba Spotify come new and also na ya nije pa I say won sell you Messi and some na ba no say Messi ba no Messi and crowd efumu omote ya o manya wo oh as a siren bi ball bunny at the one yes so Messi na say oba na for no so aba be nneoma ekosom na Spotify cam new entinya de say Messi cry say ne wono ensom na ba no say ebe very good say ne wo mu ebenya a proper farewell ensom de Amalio Messi deserving one no ayen Samala Porter etem na tutwa na Leo Messi was it departure kwa Messi vaso kwa no almost say one who say uja Messi Emma Messi ko so ene de onya no hu bia obo Messi abaso de ka Messi hu sempa na mom onya no hu bia say uja Messi Emma Messi ko no say Barca team no wo mo leveler Barca level no soro team no so chair player bia wo wi ase entim ontimi nkase bia Messi no wababy de Messi a legend or legends onyi Messi mfim na mom no Barca eso chair player bia eno ayen some dem atu da don some no adebo wi no confirm say Camp Nou no enche Spotify Camp Nou enche kra na fe mo ba be bom first game na no ebe nipa 27,000 ana betimi ensom afade ama Barca eboboko na no ayen koma eno som na koso don some no Deba Robert Lewandowski agent no enya dia betu da sa report eba man for a reporter say ne a branch and so consider retirement was a false news otia and then no crime say ne Lewandowski no consider say be obe retired debi cry and no dey what dia to do say boy afen no ball to the highest level at the striker no our top four enti munya botre and some man omun decide day the future contract renewal and so at Barca womo so this idea on ba wiase nyina enso matimi ate na Rodrigo our Madrid team no mo reporter man say could I say on giving up that and say wiase you be say never give up what ase abrabo no edu ba bia na emu ayeden pa emi ame kasa wutie mem ujumadi awudi wo tonu yama bi obabi anase wo ye jumadi bi na eya na emu ayeden ama na never give up no eya na de say hun cry na yase boy is on give up Xavi Alonso adie bia obeya convince ene manager ayefene say Xavi Alonso Olano obeya a convince the say beya wono ensom ebenya ne starting place abo ade ama Madrid boboko na no ayete from de beya cast on the ball from second half and as on deputy obia obeya kakra na fe wono nsom ade aba say the beya ewiase nyina nsom de be onu dwumadia wono nso edi awon football no mo na yase Trent Alexander-Arnold de wono no yase manager and trust no yes Alonso and trust Trent Alexander-Arnold ni nyina say with the absence of NBA Danny Cavaja manager is still now on started and a player IFN Trent Alexander-Arnold and a reporter Ibanez say diakwa kodu yes Madrid for no krano woman surprises ekwen na manager IFN Alonso fasom manage and Trent Alexander-Arnold yes Madrid for no krano woman sherante ase na yes abrantie IFN Trent manager regidi say on for international break enko shaking homra okoye bibi na yesonko oba start no eno ayen koma yesem anonso akoso yatem the sansem nyina no atem ema nano pe o so no so ena semetoni latest eba na wonim say Liverpool etim no odem ene players ne beto so na ade ayesinie on say Luis Diaz efimu ekopiemu o Bayern Munchen ana omode Florent Vert no ana afa Kitike ane Alexander Isak baye na osem Kitike ana Isaac and Florent Veta womu cost 365 million euros and adebe tonko femiansa 365 million euros no and omre 7 goals and you see Luis Diaz setim no and so mfra wono ebe corner fe wono mu akwa dituma na fe dwuma die no and so mletimi akwa near reporter if you no mateba latest ni nyina ma na former Manju womu coach ya fan Eric Ten Hag enye yese ene Ayas adwuma ne de say wasi adwumane de nyare se ne wono ensom ebetimi aye eno kakra if you de bento atani sa offer no ensom de ato nche no Eric Ten Hag nsema de eba yemfa we mre na fe yemfansie Crystal Palace report eba ne say yese womu ensom ya de womu abe the first English football club womu introduce groundbreaking vision enhancement system brofia makani ten enyina ne say womu ani omu huna dem enso no wo ma ye system bi adiamo ma oba obeje na for dia so no so obi o asabi na nani o problem kakra ni frani ade em say ne vision no e wa chire wo ni panketenkete ni ade wo mu enso aye system a wo mu ade e boosti sa vision ene system ne diamo bi a wono nso ni site no aya on say de hu ade ya na say na ade hunu no enshada enkoye eno eye Crystal Palace de free o ade ba yemfensie na team no emra na fe omu emetwa so emfama 101.3 Wontumi TV Wontumi Sports Bite ana yede ebe Edebano Mizaya Babedu Mizaya somewhere there.
Oh, nyame adom capitalistic the Capo lasters.
Okay. Em say odie ade ba ko pe untimi nya wi na bibia okay ntimi nse no so no already on saka.
Deba.
Oh, I wouldn't mean pese mesa akoso.
Oh, there be an pay the me say dem hunu bibia sa o.
Okay.
Me wi asen share dan bibia nyoma bebre so fan kire me.
Sa. Oh, okay. There pon.
Sa.
Na e pon.
Judy.
Why?
Judy Brita.
Kasa.
Yes, Capo my for now. There are a lot of stories are waiting me here.
Yeah.
But I think first of all, I will have to look at your question of the day. Now, Capo, what's the question of the day? No, we should start when you're benching when
you wait me. You should one. That's a manondo ya na se tibo koto mubako bia. Start one and bench one.
Manondo ya.
Yeah.
Anatibu kotoa.
Yeah.
Okuni muadin.
Easy.
Okuni muadin.
We coach a decision. We a very tough decision.
I think say Capo between the two. First of all, you understand the kind of team I was setting it up. What you need from your defense. What you need from your goalkeeper.
Okay.
Between these two goalkeepers, for Manuel, you bet me a classify no as a sweeper keeper.
Okay.
You bet me a classify no as a sweeper keeper. Your castle will be at the evolution be bar goalkeeping more. It was Manuel Neuer transcended from the old fashion of goalkeepers where we knew them to be masters of shot stopping rather than being involved in build-ups.
Okay.
In the history of football, not if we be libero. See a case libero now. Say normally say ball with a 3-back system. Or no libero no remains the sole pivot in between the two centre backs.
Okay.
Adi ono nebeyani say obe act as the centre back, obe act as the defensive midfielder. So he picks up the ball when the team has possession and make sure so ono nebe control the game, they dictate everything that happens throughout the pitch.
Wow. And
almost say defender on the door lock to make sure say bibi be kloppy and say bibi be say team na ono ne be say no kwine. So there are a lot of top players that have come into this world that has defined that particular role which we call the libero.
Okay.
But in the modern day football, it was not solely about a centre back doing that particular role, but more or less, you introduce goalkeepers into this system. They helped in making sure somebody may play that role, and one of them was Manuel Neuer.
Okay.
Kwa ofasu jina ni centre backs in fifi. Sebo ba ono su bobi. No timi aboa mo timi sustain possession no. Na top notch.
Okay.
Then Oba say he's going to be the last line of defending, especially so ni team ball with high line na Capo. Ye bobo no to obachi. When e be piaba, nipa be di kan hu the first Manuel Neuer. But when you look at a goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois, I don't think in recent times there has been a better shot stopper than Thibaut Courtois. Manuel Neuer is a good shot stopper. also a good sweeper or controlling the back line or a leader. But if you are looking for a goalkeeper modified in this particular era, I can say way. Opa boshot ne fa wi mo beyi pa boshot ne fa fo mo beyi opa boshot ne fa se obeyi a goalkeeper fa ne Thibaut Courtois, and why splendid in goal
ball playing goalkeeper
the man no ya just no by shot stopping. You see, Thibaut Courtois does not get closer to Manuel Neuer when it comes to ball playing.
Okay,
what did they mention as no Manuel Neuer a good shot stopper, but I think Thibaut Courtois is better. Yes, so the mummy no to nsenia Shemano no ya reflexes, sheni positioning, sheni rich, she 1v1 Manono ya ye bida anya se onye bida wo ana nya se Manono ya no ubosota wontimi ni o yi papa from Shakanufie, because there was one semi-final game between Manchester United and Shakanufie.
Yeah.
I think it was around 2011 or 2009 before they went to the final of the Champions League. Omubori and Nama United and Bresem ka umbeto Manono ya. So nipa na was anko goalkeeper na was anko ba Manchester United was Manono ya instead of David De Gea.
Okay.
But the New City United need to move in for David De Gea. And I'm for David De Gea. The Bana Manono ya decided said they be on the Bayern Munich no bako yede. So between the two, so I can say men start to be na member be a very difficult, because me as a coach, dependent on what I want to do, the style of play, everything I want to do will depend on the kind of goalkeeper I'm going to pick in this particular between these two. But I think in a nutshell, if Obia should goalkeeper obet me aboa seba omunko shot eba omunko long eba ontimi save eba leadership, I think obefa Manono ya say or slightly, me use the word slightly, ahead of Thibaut Courtois, due to the fact to say eba shot stopping na obetima ye biama, eba playing from the back obetima ye biama, eba being a goalkeeper obetimi afiti say obo high line obetima ye biama wa ni nyina no obetima ye bi e de amao ewo ho. But Thibaut Courtois, you can rely on him solely for how proper he is when it comes to shot stopping. It is a coach bi ewremu a I think so be picking Manono ya ahead of Thibaut Courtois. Thibaut Courtois quality pa see a boss shot no ye boss shot no ye boss shot no ye. But ope goalkeeper obenya ne mo bibire woni mu a obefa Manono ya.
Manono ya no timi ball timi ye bibire.
Asem na no aka no. Otimi.
Yeah.
Otimi bo.
Yeah.
Otimi che.
Ona ten hag ni ana nko be bo no pa. That man also ope una do obi otimi de na bobo.
Na Manono ya captain of Bayern Munich so nya ho no mo fa be pie mu wo.
That was a type of ten hag goalkeeper bi ana o pa ma mo United. O say no so Bayern also ope goalkeeper otimi de na bobo.
Oh, of course.
Of course. You me o mo bo onye part of the game.
On say nke kase goalkeeper park our first job was all your partner shot stopping.
Sure.
The eti goalkeeper to pom nyina na ye boss shot obeyi. Ye boss shot obeyi. But no football necessary. You say Mresa no aye dey. No asesa ho bi. Last Saturday, Real Madrid won a game against Real Vallecano. Jude Bellingham ko akire ko ka kire Thibaut Courtois say man mo ball ni si bebre. Yeah. Ball no fan to from near ball. But not Thibaut Courtois so just say no ho kire ne kakra. Against Liverpool, at the point in time you expected him say kade ball no onya abotre. Na Real Madrid on distribute ball na ball intimi, but no struggle. But a true time and when say also to charge Real Madrid that he was there, especially she 1v1 save with Azobo's line. Yeah. And no Akebia Real Madrid JB4
trooper
and a 5. So he does what he's good at so well. But when Manono ya Capo, but no kasi MBO there pass a goalkeeper, he is involved. In the dressing room, he is a proper leader. What did they mention as no? Okasi en Cheswa. Because I've seen Manono ya do mind-blowing saves. Mind-blowing. Bonwa yi. We're even asking questions and but I think this is a good question. But yes, and Gabon gidi sa. Emu wasa. The only thing that makes Manono ya ahead and taking ahead of Thibaut Courtois the fact is say only to me a part of the team when they decide to play from the back. And it's almost saves in the and you could see Massa Manono ya brutal. And the peak near Tamana by Meneke Koji Champions League, you know. Then there is Thibaut Courtois, who at Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Superb goalkeeper. Even at Chelsea.
Then you're bad cry.
Then you're bad. So I say we will fit that. By Meneke Manchester United, Danny Welbeck. Me and you call fast, so then he say you born, you see. Before that game, I remember that story. Ferguson catch a Manchester United attackers and they say, when you get 1v1 with Manonuya, don't try to chip the ball. Danny Welbeck crack as Uncle Mo say that. And this is Thibaut Courtois, or also so 18 Jumadema, Real Madrid. Two quality goalkeepers who have defined a certain era. Omumi and top goalkeepers. Top. You can't say world class or Matthew Omu. Capo. Omi and baby Omujina no osro.
Standard no osro.
Standard no osro. But Adia Manonuya the beating the kakrebino. The ability of Manonuya to be involved in play. Also, Thibaut Courtois, he's mostly considered as a low conservative, or we're much more closer to the line. Born bar said the Abobo to Real Madrid defense. Hardly would you see Thibaut Courtois coming out.
Yeah.
There be or be stay in the line. But what to be to say Manonuya or Cabo on Hubi. Ya battle line chinukra fino beje bo no bia de ato aprepre bia bobi. So you can have Manonuya in your goal post because one, he can contribute to build up. Two, he can equally give you the saves that you want. Capo. What did they mention? And three, he can actually be your last line of defense. As compared to Thibaut Courtois, say a kasi a bossy say na say oh fana, you can heavily rely on him. So on there shot stopping no babe. But won't me for one in to say a build there with my build. And even first line of defense and last line of defense, mobile highline being able to too much. You can't trust him say you come out and come and play. That is the difference between the two.
Era
oh, they've defined
sure.
They've won.
Yeah.
Omaji Nyoma Bebre, Thibaut Courtois Champions League, Thibaut Courtois La Liga. What a national team don't mean for Belgium.
NBBA. Any call Mona, or they are discussing Moshe goes Messi.
The beer discussing
with the era say
with the era say when I better. But when we no so define a certain era differently. Yanin Komosa. But the mama no ya krasa demusron koni how will play a massive role in being a leader of the German national team, being a leader of Bayern Munich, and making sure, say, even for the German national team at the international level, one of the best games among the Courtois that power on the Caribbean Pie, Brazil, Belgium. Our World Cup 2018, 82%. So that's the mention Arsenal. So a bus saves now, slightly ahead of Manonuya, but it doesn't mean Manonuya can save. What did they mention Arsenal? But being involved in play, ball na yeah ball no. Because Manonuya na kredrum maybe kwa no pe ball na ball crash and go there.
Yeah. Nano ya de.
Nano ya de or ball left or ball right. And if both goalkeepers even decide to go long, the accuracy of Manonuya pass no. Everybody go see players so no. Ubetimi dia to me say yes, we will see players watch and say they Courtois crab be call long. Akwakoye. Manonuya can fit in every single manager system, but I think when managers want to play out from the back, it becomes quite difficult for a goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois. But this is not to say that Courtois is a world class goalkeeper. Courtois is a world class goalkeeper. Manonuya is a world class goalkeeper. These goalkeepers are more so by a new market we pay and the team in them.
Well, Harry Nyako said the only keeper on 10/10 ratings in a match. Manonuya top notch.
Brutal.
Manonuya the best.
Manonuya the
brutal. For edge Manonuya deeper.
Oh yes. Manonuya better go na brutal.
Yes. Solomon said Manonuya will always be my number one. Him say Noya all the way, and no a Ghana phone be
yes.
Okay, they say
and I didn't ask when Chester Courtois good.
Marvelous Atta Saint was say Courtois is the best of all time. Inside Medina.
Yes, Magala for Madrid. Oh yes, Magala for
Madrid.
Oh, but also you can't say but Courtois on your world class. He's world class. He's there. Top goalkeeper.
Top goalkeeper.
Top crack.
He's a crack.
But I say Krobi a day. Krobi
so to us.
Sada netie. I am for Chine bi di bi achi. Sada netie. Capo. Now there is a new story that is coming out of the La Liga and I'm interested.
Okay.
Fast forward back in the 1990s, there was a brilliant story that we heard in the La Liga. Fast forward in the years I share La Liga, no, we enjoyed it. Nana story near the there's a certain academy in Cameroon, Douala.
Okay.
I friend the Kaji Sports Academy. Now that Kaji Sports Academy, no, French teams, Spanish teams, ebekun an attack about in the shape of Samuel Eto'o. Wontumi and Tuku Anfanko because the passport any issues be paid by. Then Real Madrid came in and snapped Samuel Eto'o.
Okay.
And then they call quick. Now fast forward, Samuel Eto'o wako loan wo Leganes, wako loan wo Espanyol, Mallorca, ana Samuel Eto'o beji ni din. Ebe the all-time top scorer for RCD Mallorca. Korea see no. Barcelona etis kabede. Ebe fan and then buy. And ya fini ebe the history of what Samuel Eto'o did at Barcelona.
Yeah.
But I think we are simunina. Ye din komo o continent yiswa. And I ye Africa continent ni this out of the lot of continents I wa. Near case center forward bed pan and obobo game no. Eti Africa ni mpa Capo. Menye sure say Okas upon you mo bene na mi bebu obi a de koya. Obeyi Samuel Eto'o din di na film.
Okay.
If you are talking about out and out number 9, Samuel Eto'o has always been a standard on the continent. Now, in previous years, we've struggled to get a certain attacker that has come into the La Liga. Our establishing a fit. Gidi said Samuel Eto'o, yeah. Nicolas Jackson and them work with Pimo Villarreal and they Chelsea for Crassi Derby.
Yeah.
On Yadie. But there is a new boy in town who plays for Lavente. Carl Etan Young.
Yeah.
Only Julian Alvarez, Kylian Mbappe, Anna Lewandowski now share more goals than Akodano. 22 years. And the issue is Akodano su Fidwala.
Cameroon.
Akodano su Fidwala. Cameroon. But not the same academy.
With Samuel Eto'o.
Debbie. On only free, I think, called the football Galactic, and only a Galactics of football school.
Okay.
Cameroon, Douala, different. But Omo ko scouting no crane ye Cadiz for. Cadiz na didn't buy. No Cadiz brought him, but last season, the amount of down on that ma and your man all yen mammy. Obi beka say PST. I don't want to use the word PST, but a kai of what Samuel Eto'o as I say miss it.
I'm always certain just
what did they mention as no? Because Villarreal beat him no. He scored 19 goals in 30 games. Nobody can with our statistics now until some Bobotia Girona getting to last season.
Okay.
And as our game no obey 2 assists against Girona. Fast forward, you started season where you can say boy and out of the 3 games Nankasa no as 2 assists the Ama Villarreal as a centre forward as I should go.
Wow.
Then transfer deadline day. Personally, I was looking forward to Sanka on the Baby replace Obi Disebari. And when Nicolas Jackson so free one corner, ki Baby new attacker on no beba the scene mu and Villarreal be on the show.
Yeah.
And Villarreal so no matter Alex Baina. Because I was wondering say who was going to be his supplier. Then on deadline day, quick. Now Lavente the 2.6 million euros of pounds aba fa could away in the call. And in his first 8 to 9 games for Lavente, Wontumi has 6 goals. There is a new king in town. I'm not super hyping Akodane say we be to say the Samuel Eto'o, but I'm only recognizing a talent that is much closer to what we saw from Samuel Eto'o beginning in said Yoba. But Juma one home. I think say kakra ka one when say the finishing or better check kakra.
Oh, okay.
Obey your man kitting bi won etimi aboa na watimi abo goals ni dey go. But remember the name. Enyon. Carl Etan Enyon. Remember the name. Say anytime Lavente will be playing, he's a player to look out for. Yes. Chelsea for so mo person mo ma Moises Caicedo contract ni be count. Yes, ni be count.
Yeah.
Capo, first of all, whatever told Boli mo be or Chelsea nyina criticism e dia mo say mo ba ma say players bebre di o maba. makofa player A, makofa player B, na mo di B ko Strasbourg, na mo di B ko anina no. Upon all the criticisms, Capo, I think one thing we must commend Chelsea Pennyphone about how we create a more reward system when it comes to player contracts.
Wow.
You fight for what is yours. Adio create at no. The reward system of Chelsea and Atobole mono. Adeba Kwame, sure there was a clubs to do na free. You see, the reason why they sign players for 8 years and 9 years, aside the length of the contract, years and how it can influence player and value. So decided so better one. Ni say whatever you do within that 8 years and 7 years, and the more you perform, the more your salary increases or your bonuses increases.
Sure.
It's na Moses Caicedo assign be 8 years contract to 9 years contract. Yes, beto the contract mo assign na renew debi. And yes, years and na beto bebre agum say to debi. And the sick asem na be page because omori reward system na say the more you play well, as the year goes by, not the more I review a contract near this can be a day. If Chelsea can sign a player for £50,000 a week, my sign will be mommy, but no more £50,000 a week. But in the contract, 8 years, and the Chelsea they assume say, so we go home more than a year 1 year 2. Now to me share this number of goals, so your center forward that. Maybe I watch 20 goals. You better work at training the call £150,000. £150,000 and they said the following 2 years. What to me say you be not to me born and I more goals. You better work could be about 200 and 250.
So the already signed contract.
The already signed contract.
Running with
adjustment.
Okay.
And where another way of motivation for players to give their best. Capo na say me share 10 goals and I me share 20 goals. Next 2 years, you may say another year, but to market your market. The players wouldn't also love to leave because it's not be bedroom, maybe no be abema buso bako. There be because plan it to me say based on the current form, original 50,000. So 50,000 no. So okaso free Chelsea is here. Obiama na akwa kusi be 80,000 and 100,000. Sure. But maintenance number here me hoboa. Based on the numbers I can accumulate, by next season, Chelsea beat match market 150,000. So let me stay and play and fight. So I think that is where Moises Caicedo Diano. Me sure say Chelsea better now say I can say Tony Bloom. Skebia uji ye bian me for be 20 million in count and fambrel. Because player now the nama no. And they know. We are seeing say say best defensive midfielder. Caicedo has not only become the best defensive midfielder in the league. When it comes to the discussions we are making, but a movie to outside England and discussions are being made. They say, oh no, Frankie de Jong, ne other defensive midfielders or more we are seeing now. Yeah, they want to turn on why in the washroom. That is where we are having that discussion. And I think for such a player, you look at it and say, no, yem, near for contract extension in Famano.
Okay,
yem, near for contract extension no, because a player as is here discussion saying in Akujina. Claude McLeary, N'Golo Conte, and Caicedo. Yeah. To get to that level.
Maybe your journey, baby, I didn't to. Now, N'Golo Conte. So, to play. And when from Brighton and Hove Albion, the way I would develop your bedroom paper, so to say, a broad drain into so. And I think Moises Caicedo deserves every good thing that Chelsea is going to offer him. Yeah. Player we say the Chelsea credit decided say yeah to na catch man £300,000 a week. I don't think Chelsea fans will complain. Oh Debbie, I'm more the more boy.
Debbie.
And tomorrow I'm married for my Fako.
And he has been consistent.
Yeah.
The first season by na complaints not also.
No, we are almost shadow combat. No,
almost shadow combat. Wabro. He deserves every single good thing that comes his way as a Chelsea player. Now, Capo, Nigeria for us born no more na.
Nzo musika sem no mo nyahu ye mom. Omo demand bonus a. Omo say bonuses na o mate say other countries ne dey ma omo players no. It's a Congo for cry as omo etimi qualify could do playoff final ne ade na 1 million omo de bema player bia. Ti Nigeria for titi other countries ne bonuses no. Anom so omo hia 30,000 per game. Federation is omo to 10,000.
Almost remember 30,000.
Almost omo demand 30,000. Federation is not 10,000. And almost go against Gabon. One goal be 30,000.
One goal be
$30,000 for Nigeria for no.
And I say individual player because person trim we na metia say.
Almost a go against Gabon.
Hey, team ni na 30,000.
It's 30,000, and you say team ni na be che.
Team ni na okay. That is where I want to understand.
And then for a player, I'll be go. And for team no. Into almost go 30,000. And a player was final. No mudu no mushe go. I was 50,000. I want federation no a budget ni jina. And omuzo penny say inka generally no. Trato was say your boy a match we ni 30,000 for zikamai. And for go be a machine is anyama.
Let's say, is he Obeka say ata because he say Ghana and Nigeria there.
Sure.
Okay, now for the BCB and KBC. But you see, let's be truthful to ourselves. They got themselves into this mess, and they need to find a way to clear that mess. First of all, Kwa Omofaswa in the group stage, no man qualifying already is hanging in the balance. I'm not here to defend the federation about how our old treaty footballers because I think said the city when they say mema it told be more brain in silence no. That is the same way footballers say brain in silence.
Sir
Capo, you are victimizing footballers at check. Away we are say by. Anytime something happens and it's attached to a footballer, and come on ye diane say and a footballer with you more dear and a footballer with you in the to say. And a footballer where they say no city. Damn, me realize what goes into the money footballers receive, no. And I'm who say Capo, and yen talk to one footballers could be. Yano cry at Yanum say in the Capo. Monty Subia had a number of course, Awunya. And it's supposed to be the number of people that come under it to ask you, say Capo.
Baby,
Mommy breakfast. First, now call wedding and out me bonds I be a bear and I'll call you out me bonds 50 CDs. Ubi and found. Udin crab bedroom no cranny about one penny a canning air back on a trasso. But a name couple Pierre Yassi and I do what for the show, oh yeah, bear ma. Couple, oh yeah, bear ma.
Yes, or your member.
I also tell me my same ho.
Tionaka Crabeco.
I want a crabeco. The moment your status is elevated, or responsibilities is also.
Okay.
The moment your status is anyway, anyhow, what I say a kitty say cry, a kitwa say cry na Capo. Expectations around you in your push kosoro. Eh? The reason why Onana decided so no, he needs to move to Transport. Konana would have stayed at Manchester United and try and fight for the position. Yeah. They say United did to me say, "Yeah, Champions League. Champions League near to 25% to salary, which is a contractor." Onana said there be enko for her move, you know. A dorsal. Mami nko baby fufro. So Transport is literally meeting whatever Onana was taking at Manchester United. Yente 25% in free.
Okay.
Because this one.
Oh.
Capo, boys we mako walk up aba. Boys we mako bo AFCON final aba. Make us say boss ni sika kesi ayaka egum. Enu nyoma yaka ni nyina. Capo, they need the money, pay them. Obi Musa said the wrong timing. Capo na wrong timing baby. Eh? I didn't know obi do ka ahomache na apese odi police for kodi fi anokoda ne kakodi ska no.
Just that time now, but
Asem na no.
I know, but two.
Whatever these players are demanding, because I've seen a tweet from Lomo Captain choose the con. Say, this is not about a special bonus that they are looking out for. Almost some mode the omoka, a kana mode the omona backlog a quetri.
Mufamra.
Mufomasi kamo mono qualifies and free on Vanco. Nakaboka so mumoye. No more magic. Already now before someone to me and qualified through the main group phase to the World Cup. And now players now everyone within 2 days in the bedding. Give them their money. Capo, these boys have sacrificed enough. Give them their money. For musica day. Day. That is all. Gabon are energized for this game. Congo are energized for this game. Cameroon and they a time ya ebo ni di nkura besa back. They are energized for this game.
Yeah.
They are not here to joke. Pay them their money. It's just that as I don't know buburu giant, we are victimizing players. Players and sometimes on. Omuhes kebi am penifo bi nya free omo pa they believe say anomo to be so omo question say na be bobo na.
Muzo mu di wo mu ho.
Omo di omo say anomo bu so say na de mu na wo be bobo na. Ye na e be bobo no kra no.
Sige am be ji kra no. Ye nyi bi. Na ye je kra ne mo je pe.
Ye kra ne mo je pe. And it doesn't really make sense when it comes to that. They should give them their money and allow Asumdwe to prevail. Asa.
Okay. To the hotel, much.
Oh, they should.
But we as Nigeria for no. This is a moment among some World Cup players.
They should take their money.
It do baby among some situation now.
We have 1 month left to Brunya.
Yeah.
Me see the be amekasa say so when you be a footballer, I told you be a friend busa and say, "E dey na no bokum." And our down for be a footballer, friend busa and say pressure be na wo mo so.
So World Cup no so kwa e be boa players.
Individually couple. But in a nutshell, these players are humans before they became footballers. We look at footballers being professionals alone, but we forget that we no mo nipa o. And some number footballers, and definitely Obobo ni we no free pack. That's why he's still a human. Pressure one so, efasika sem so, efabibia give them their money, let them play. And omuti tum so mako a professional job diama. I think sa finansa air prevailing when it comes to the Spanish Federation and Barcelona. Well, last story I will hear, and that will probably be my last story here. Because we want to break out of here.
Okay.
Now, share how Laporta addressing the issue. Now, how De La Fuente so got in a press conference addressing the issue.
Yeah.
Capo, you can't afford to allow this kid not to grow. You enjoy him for longer periods. You enjoy the baby. You enjoy him for a long period of time. Allow him to work its things out. Ono no modern beton camp no take it to. And if they grow, it's not about the superstar be omoko fan the number baby. He is their asset.
Okay.
You see, first thing first, Adia we fail to understand the national team committee and the club name and mano. Tiasi hunu say, first of all, he is the asset of the club. Club ni the pianica. Club ni the money ball. Now we know. I'm working national team. Also me fraud over.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the national team is not important. It is important, but mostly understand that he is the asset and the property of the club. No, and son a national team ahead. Abba. So when the club decides, no, this is how we are going to deal with the situation now. That is it. And I think wisdom is actually prevailing.
So more handle issue.
Wisdom should prevail. I do any case baby. This is also another opportunity for others to also come into the Spanish national team and play. Wisdom should prevail, and when it prevails, will be a better Capo.
Okay. Tilami Yamadi,
wisdom should prevail, no be a simple and short.
Acquires Wabru.
I want say.
Abre news numusa only the now national team we coaches say as a pressure na one so at this age no is man na sumuju na otimi di ne dwuma wo yemre na afi yemedi enkomo so e fear na yento so emfa emfiri ho na yehu sele nuama enso esitie e ho yebafie na yedi nkomo e fie ma unse mu so ha mu di mu nkomo na kwadwo you are live on Facebook when the bass and common na naja mu di bi wase a ne ade a yenkwe na afi over time rana yento aso emfa emfiri ho na bibia nya kama na yehu sele nuama over time say bibia bokode
oh Capo bibia fine
good your birthday man
nyame me kan wase wa ya ya
What at last?
When your friend say, "Sir, and only the Nyambi." And Nyambi at last, the house so fast. Why careful? Careful. I mean, we come.
Mati, we
say blaster fundum to Kwaya baby that done the NFP.
So Muda become
some day become
Ghana. No, it was true.
Yeah. Tabia Heba Company Industry 7 countries. Some the Tabia Heba Meshana and Sweating Edia Bejas name malaria fever and a to an area Sabia jaundice and ampusa typhoid fever and a tetiwa. When you be anoma able to assess them of menstrual disorders. Sans now you'll be a feature better wish edges antema me and ya de Miss Rawada. Konokope Tabia Heba Mexani binum able to assess and so to me Ediama Tabia Heba capsules. Miss Rawada Sabia Sisi and ampusa yam team and a tetua what drone you unya binuma and so ebetu ase kama atumi ediama aya no aka se takum no beta free bi no ba no so ata free beboa o ma tin kasam no so atumi agina brand afei se bia premature ejaculation and etetu no so ebetu ase so atumi ediama tabia zaniki no so e odwa so ebe boost immune system no na afei akon ede tie infections bia and so etima tetu putu ejakuma se lake road ho ana de se tabia eba company industry so mo bo adwuma 0243686861 na ne mpanifo akasa baby aton do Ghana bi akwa also ebetimi akabi natural company limited wo anade nurse ne Congo ointment na abadwa so Congo ointment na ayadupa na de tere say bia koko na tete wo anampo say ebia wo so den udware wi a utiti tu anampo say candidiasis na hawa unya Congo ointment na betu ase kama anom enso atumi ediama fei say bia oyo bia wa emre e wo mpam anampo say ebia wo so mpam agudie no scratches abaswa wo den ye true man capsules onum bia eno de ebema bema wagina brane nampo obanso wagina ye enso ama agro no bibia aye kama no ati proslab capsules no and also eti wo dwaso yo bia Johnson 10 time o Johnson wotia ewo mo Johnson ne mo atemienu a mesawa da kopɛ proslab capsules ne binom and also ebe trust said dem bia twadwo Ghana bia call us 0249017101 nane mpanifo enso etima kasa ruta natural product no enso etim e dwaso na ruta no enromiensa anom dia ba ruta mister na meka twa se we no ɛko aditia malaria a titi ni pedia ni nyina no ɛbɛko enso etimi ade atia na fei se bia onso odia no se bia ohunam ene ya oya ene ade mogya ne circulate a mesrawa da odia no onso obanu ruta live na bibia onso etimi akokama enam enso etimi ade ama fei ruta tonic ne eboa na no so etimi etu typhoid fever ase enso etumi ade ama ntisa numi ensai dwumadi eno so etimi edi no kopa bi se sie na sede ho so cha sabeti si trogos no eno so ase enso etimi tu enso etumi ade ama ba bi eton do bia kwa won so etumi akabi 0244485632 na on empathy akasa wani ene ya oya oposa wani anamposa glaucoma ete cataract anasi wani ne so ade benwa uhu anamposa ebia won so dia ade watitia uhu a ebia heba clinic ana abeko na omonso atima sa ya ade na bibia so eti okama eno ati se bi so hypertension stroke substance prostate enlargement liver anamposa kidney disease ana etetewa mesawada ebia heba clinic okwa wo bi nubra ene aban omuji nyamedi se de nyankopɔ ka se ni ade aban ne fa na aban sa ya de sa pepepe ana omonso etima na omode beka ho ne mpo ya de bia etitu bia na se atu deku eno enso atumi ade ama kumase kwada so dwena se main market na chiopɛ ana ebia heba clinic enso etima mo bo adwuma domain kronso ye ben Ebenezer ayapi preparatory school ho ene wa ye bo adwuma 0241565199 na oni omo enso atumi adi nkomo na bibia akokama emulate ba supplement we kantanka ba pharmaceutical wo anakokofa dre enso atumi adi aba na adre eboa se na bia immune system ya de bia energy se beteteo nempo atwa konse adu bia no me patonya dre bi ma ebeboa ama system so atumi agina brane ama bia so atumi okama entwo enkonse adu enfanto from system enso atumi sawada ko nakopa imletable supplement ne bi we no onuma ebeboa support immune system no na bibia so eto kama dada setan be koye ya de bia etitu bia no ase betu ama bibia so etimi akokama bibia twando bia okwa won sans ebetimi akabi 0535112813 na onso ne mpanifo enso etimi abo enkomo na bibia so etimi akokama yenhye enkomo na se ententem so enfam free na se ne the Black Stars of Ghana kachi na yeni enkomo kakra enanopa Capo ebe story no ma or the squad no enso etimi dem a ema hu se plus CB enso adrepia na se omo so etimi aba aye camp ama bians eto kama me no ka say 18 good players ana se sia me no ka say omo enso etimi o campa me no omo so aba bedu omo hwese bibian so ebetimi awakama 18 players no reporter me sounds etimi kan say abrantia ye friend Benjamin Asara Fe Mohammed Salisu Prince Osei Owusu Christopher Ba Bonsu Ba omo expected say omo so be dwane team no nyameboa ness and ama bians eto kama so far omo more camp no enie Joseph Anan, Lawrence Atizigi, Abrantia Derek, Salsa Jerome Poku, Ebenezer Anan, Jonas Ajete, Kojo Opon Pepra, Caleb Irenchi Ekahobi, Alidu Said, Gideon Mensa, Abu Francis Kwasizibo, Prince Owusu, Kamadin Sulemana, Antoine Semenyo, Brandon Thomas Asante, Kevin and Kroma Anafi Prince Edu Kabina, Womo Anamoa Campus, Omoya Jumana, Yakoko Ram Ana Yashasa, say Anamo program online and also Ebesiako. Wa brana se Ghana elbow friendly game Ediatia Japan and of South Korea yebisa ye hwe said the program no ebesia ko enra plus ni bi ebae ene ye hwe no mu se ebi beko training enso etimi ho ama bias eto timunya program online na all the to so bia beko kama wey start my place no enso ebedu ye hotel a obia ne we na we atia we eke Marava no yeah na hotel we na hotel we was eke mi sha wa je we nyese ye ba ha dia ye ndansia no Tiano, no, we did come out. Hey, now, wife want to say any other day, did come out, Mr. Boys, no, Missias, and the manager, Norma. Where come out, Dean Suleiman, and Alidu Seidu, and no, and I wouldn't say almost so, Cochi 20, women to see a year or more. Omo hotel omo ba ombe Ghana fo no na hu omo bi sa se omo so etimo na Shadrack yi we dia Shadrack ama mo program outline no na ye no ye di ehon komo kakra enra ene ye hye no mu se place na ebeba ene training ho me no kasa 6 pm ewo next eno I Japan ombe training ama bia so talk my Thursday 13th eno so training enso etimo Toyota Stadium na bia so talk my 6 pm and bia so etimo ko Friday match day Ghana Japan 7 p.m. Japan time 10 a.m. Ghana time. Na bibian so etimi akokama.
Friday anopano.
Yes, anopano ndu ye tenase. Na daso den na bia so to come Saturday no mo sa omatu eko South Korea na bibia so to come training our South Korea on the 16th of November nampo Monday our start training after Tuesday match day and also omatimi abo amabia so to come Ghana against South Korea 7 p.m. South Korea time 10 a.m. Ghana time na bibia so etimi akoma face Shadrack hotel na boys ne wono hotel no picture no to so na Ghana phone say omo ko ba bia Ghana hotel omudani nti we no kama
Japan one day IBN ho Japan ho kitu IBN
no ade na fe pa di nti so sha hotel no ana no so etimi da so bibia so eto kama ho ana Ghana ebesi na ena no pay said ye ena no pay ka se Ghana ebeko training any ade nya no ye fanti telefone say before se Ghana eco training no o say a hot time any hard time no ense nti by this time me no kasa se see omu ko training. Oh, okay. Team new training. Yes, no more kono Antoine Semenyo essence autographs edema air fans no and sana omoko akwa training na omo ba ho omo te Semenyo also ba be Semenyo na bibian etim kwa comment omo buy e ba be Semenyo say the tension no so sense autographs and so etim de mo e ma bibian etim kwa comment Semenyo ana omo ni take pictures na afi omo sense na man to
Japan
for no yes enti Semenyo Starboy and I was inside Ghana Jesimo and so it was a bit blaster just ni order da and be said no Bonidura no timi say we no Jack Chan mu nia na for no bia oh yeah timi show mo so omo no mo say ya wu mo it is sanity no na place e free omo hotel and so do many achem e wo training so and that's why na so sweet ma sha say a branch friend Ananmo and guys in eco training Alidu Seidu and I share and boot shana motoma Ali do eco train na bia so to committee bo this year and who say no so etimi that's why the bians etima koya bians eco kama I don't come on MAT for away from the Black Stars of Ghana yes shift at ye gia nya emram and as emram our minister Kofi Adams ono and as a sports minister for recreation yes na papa ɔdi nkɔmɔ bebree yɛdi kan busa no sɛ sɛsi a ɛno a ɔne chairman di nkɔmɔ chairman general ɛna di nkɔmɔ ne yɛbisa no sɛ sɛsi a Ghana sports ɛwɔ Ghana adeɛ bɛɛ paa ɛna yɛhia paa na ɔpanyin a ne din ɛde Kofi Idi Adams ɛnso ɛtumi kyerɛ nneɛma yɛhia ɛnso ɛtumi ɛwɔ Ghana yɛntie nsɛm a ɔde tu dwa.
Yeah, facility because it's not. Look, it's an embarrassment. Serious embarrassment. Kwame, how did we do that? If we want to recognize your icons, one, say we are not prepared. Adie baako sports generally here, one we here expertise, technical capacity. To grow in this sport, or say that sport, the technical capacity to do so. And the open say basketball, you must have people who will train people in that sport. Basketball into me without coaches or technical persons are boxing. The same way with hockey, the same way with volleyball, the same way with any sport. And the technical capacity in here. Two, including officiating. So training, officiating, and all those things in here. The other area, any infrastructure.
When you come out, on so it's me too. You don't come out. MIT for an pay also so. Now a beyond your business say infrastructure. I dear and we hear pa Ghana about infrastructure. No so Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, Sports Minister for Recreation and Soccer side.
Say yeah, facility because it's not. Look. It's an embarrassment. Serious embarrassment. Kwame, how did we do that? If we want to recognize your icons, one, say we are not prepared to maintain those facilities to a level no when fire icons again and to so. So I began thinking back and I make the late president Jerry John Rawlings sketch when they would sometimes want to name things after him. Also on pet. Because he can't guarantee
minister Edituja. Now I say minister also at the bonus no so. I say about told just Black Stars your bonus side them players no.
Yes.
Papa tete so na and also you be son about say or T bonus no so no GFA for FR say no oh bonus no tete so only the one who say GFA for no buofu say bia obi buofu only there onim there but only the one who yentie sema and also Edituja about bonuses come fast wa or tete so.
Well, people may not be happy. Sports generally, no.
The question is $1 million per game.
Averagely, we're spending around that because
$1 million per game.
Yeah.
And now about what is so saying?
In this way, but some of it is even maybe less than, especially in home ones, less than 600. And the other one we do like about 750, 800 sometimes.
And I guess the FA is not happy.
Well, I don't see it say they are not happy.
But
because Kwame, you also say yeah. Don't forget, sir, on my Nankasano, from the president, we decided say there's some level of austerity. So we must manage There are certain things I will defend. Where can I cry?
So tiyan kama kakra and so papa no area tuja don sempi and so media by yemram and so to Mr. Chris Hilton nakache na yenin kama kakra panino ade abasobo and so atimi adama auto ado say wayere ne ho akoko den ade the Black Stars of Ghana sa qualify rem and so to World Cup na oso ne adwuma no papa no oye good coach pa oya de ye tesema Chris Hilton ade tuja the Chris Hilton and so atimi adama auto ado ya don come so etidame atie for outstanding league game bako etojane and so etimoni okreku the second stadium and so etu tema na eno a Vision FC ebo ede takrobia Sante Kotoko 3 p.m. and sa game na so etimi atoja amanto channel so etimi akokamantina who is who ebetoja ama bia so etimo kama Vision for di nkomo bebre na opanyina fe no Nana Ajman and coach Adama Vision also message Adama fans na fans le de bia no na number 12 people and as number 12 mana wo ma eboa ama bia so etimi kokamanti yentie nsema Nanajiman, Adema Vision supporters.
They've been wonderful from day one. We know that the Wolf fans would always be there for us. they've been there throughout the highways. When we're losing, when we're drawn, when we're winning, they're always behind us. Against 11 Wonders, when we were one man down, they were the 11th player. They made sure that we equaled the numbers. They cheered us on. We got that win, and it was great. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you to them. And then secondly, I want to invite them on Wednesday, tell them to come and continue cheering on the boys, giving them the morale they need so that we'll be able to take 3 points. I mean, the AWO fans, what can I say? They've been wonderful.
Coach club Vision FC coach your friend Abdul Karim Zito and so Kotoko coach Adi Kobobre Yabusana about an approach so to me a game anymore now Openino Adi Kobobre about his approach also Adi Rag game Yentie Sama coach Abdul Karim Zito Edituja.
Attitude. I think beating Asef will give you 3 points. Just like beating everybody will give you 3 points. In order to chase your objectives, I think we don't have to take any match better than the other. We all go to chase for the 3 points. So the attitude is come here and then come for our 3 points. We are approaching with the same attitude. I think beating Asef will give you 3 points. Just like beating everybody will give you 3 points.
So Karim Zito and to Janya Bisa coach says Okwakobo game na injuries are all compared to say and also injuries there ebi ba na bi ko no one kasa no oya no pese or the injury players and so ebebo coach Abdul Karim Zito on injuries and also camp.
So I aim to meet it, and it's still existing. So I think the medical team is working. As some are coming out of injury, some two are going in. But at the end of the day, we'll use what we have, as I always say, to get what we wanted. You can't force. I don't like injury players playing. Seriously, they can't give you the best. And at the end of the day, they will tell you because of this, because of that. So I think this is the situation of the team now, and we have to bear and then make sure we use what you have to meet it, and it's still existing. So I think the medical
can't say any place and I say one in the place no about complacency. I say yakwase house in Tidia Canada and the team betting be a fella any other that be one more about complacency. Yet some Abdul Karim Zito ahead of Vision game no or the Tuja.
As I said from the beginning, and myself as a legend, I know what you just said is very dangerous, but to those of us who are fortunate to play football and become coaches, we do challenge or warn our players to go out of complacency. I told them the same 3 points as I said from the beginning. And myself as a legend, I know what you just said is very dangerous, but to those of us who are fortunate to play football and become coaches, we do challenge or warn our players to go out of complacency. I told them the same thing.
Coach Abdul Karim Zito and to Janini we are bisa about Morfin Donzo and she said Ben and Yama Ben why you Yama player no send a bayan striking ability no so bit about no point na Yama Kotoko coach Ekasaka crowd for Morfin Donzo.
With those who saw him started, I think well, aside the goal scoring, he's also coming. I like his best side, which I can't expose now. If you are a coach, you have to think about that. So we are working on him, and I specify some training for him in a week, 2 times in a week. Myself and he will be on the field and then work on that. So I think by the time we go deep into the what they call the league, with those who saw him started, I think well, aside the goal scoring, he's also coming. I like his best side, which I can't expose now. If you are a coach, you have to think about that. So
my friend Abdul Karim Zito and the Sansanos team that you dana the ten say key face for Yamuawomo na on here on Boko second division 1 on here on Boko second division.
Are any key face
Omo yare.
Alaji team no.
Yes.
So munya win
omo yare.
6 matches.
Yeah, coach Francis Akwafo. 30. So
yeah, 30.
T you best know yempese mubeko second division. Said them go
mbati akọ machi kra.
The best
King Pfizer
on na ye kra nye kra.
Alaji we dem kikam na awa
na. Second face and because the same say Kumasiana Ebony King Facer and Obakasebia Park Academy. Yeah, and I do Wahasi or the same now travel so called Ashanti region and Wakunya New Dubiasen Ashgood go face Momo Bo and Tisabe Pepe Tebes Robson fit. Yes. 6 games na I have won only kuta 9 points. 9 points. Out of
Park Academy no 6 games no kono kuta 9 points.
Yes.
Mansana Oba waba be hu King Facer. 6 games
King Facer no only points or 2 points.
After 6 games 2 points.
But winning a game
out of out of 18 no.
Oh, minus 5 goals.
Alaji
What's on Kekamo?
Kifeza esrema. Kifeza no wazia oba Premier League na emode.
Yeah. Esrema.
Ti omon Kekamo awa esrema.
I think first of all na omo trouble playing wo Okese.
Okay.
Any baby anan come training ade but uwuramu adwusu inside on na. Alaji secure baby so mu training ho e kama pa. Just that I was get kakra. Ya ncherewa wu. And they are doing their training so well for there. And they wanted to move. Meaning, so master table Baba I have to confirm for Mawa. Okay. Because no more Casey Park name Wawomo. But Baba Sports Stadium, and I'm expecting them to get better results. Any level 1 recruitment even in your marketing kitty bit man because Kizu Tomunina won't be. Yeah. Ignatius Mia Kizu Tomunina Francis Akwafu. Omunina a part.
Squad
team no
squad King Facer mo hwe nneoma yi na
esremu pa
come here nko
Capo nyame adoma Black Stars bebo me say squad na akwa koduru mo hu sama full create a scenario Benjamin Asare dabi obo match Sunday
Benjamin Asare so no obo fly kwa later
obo fly okokra
okay
ana Japan so kwan wa
and small journey
Japan we share side or Japan ye
no say training no the over mix training
I think the way Anyoma City kika kona her first game the bed say Benjamin Asare better pool.
Yes, because they say no training no the artist
ni Joseph Anani yeah ni Joseph me kra me pese Joseph Anani atizigi da
then tribe so
what friendly games we know meaning say it works a lot when it comes to FIFA ranking but definitely what's up boys in the team maybe my band we need to give them an opportunity to see what is in them
in the amount players
and I will not to for opponent than Japan and South Korea for no
okay
Omunimbo
sports minister so mbo say computer
Omunimbo Japan is South Korea Omunimbo pa then South Korea and come here one tray second game of World Cup you say 2 no they will come and play Japan for no mo hu kubo mu nyina wo kubo ma be bone den endo wataru
yes squad show
mu nyina ba be bo nti me fan share trip so you try them against these sides and you understand the kind of team I will build it but I say for the spine of this team of the Black Stars that actually way so how is supposed to work and everything it's just clear in our eyes Capo I don't think nothing is really going to change especially with the spine of the Beko World Cup or more many opportunity rooms is saying they also more prove your more self say they deserve to be part of this team going into the World Cup. They maybe are surprises 1 or 2 because they are match international break so so try more you look at the team how they call them match international break you also bring in another pool they will understand the kind of team I build they but I think for the list and the teams in any place no makako PMO no quite refreshing say Ubenya Thomas Tepa team sure say he will be there as of now Kudus is not going to be there most of these guys are not going to be there as at this time
Jordan
definitely There are certain players that they've paid their dues, and definitely we most opportunity for them to also showcase them more. Jonas Adjete, I was really impressed with qualifiers in the Kakrebi of a boy 1 or 2. Jerome Opoku was in the team and Sana Pradene Concha Manasaba BM. But I want to see what the recon has for us, especially when I mean when he said Ghana has you know, as a left back and then left wing back and then you pabako for Yajiaboso. So we need to open it up and see. Ebenezer Anan, solid addition to this team. Caleb Renchi is a right back and only allowed to say the most.
The last one say Caleb.
Yes, Caleb Crescent in the boom fifi. Caleb naturally ankasa boom fifi. But Black Stars by and moving it in the right wing, but because of how technical and intelligent he is, there's still Antoine Semenyo right here. No, so no bomb. Once a Kamadin Sulemana from Atlanta, these guys. Christopher Bonsuba, solid. Time a call Unity Capo no. A very good game, pardon my. So I'm happy. You hear how I squad the bell for the but Minister Cassie be Madrid or Capo. Why are you faso and my legends? So my jai born a hardry. A hardry.
Legends no.
A hardry. And there's a whole team of fear. You may not drink because I said we see so. Capo. When was the last time I will say you play a beer boogie, Mary Paya, and properly say? Yeah, the ball be Jano Quine, I any BB party Jano Quine.
Testimonial game.
What we do near say you feeding it off from the national team. Oh, when you need
Yamanonko.
Oh, when you need Yamanin Bobium. Oh, when you need what you want to be Bobium. Oh, when you need it's yeah, the when you need Nafi, so I retire from national team no Bobium. Yeah, show money Munam. Capo. Some of these things, if you know the implications of honoring, so do a destiny consult.
Sure.
And I say, Anobia.
Sure.
Only the positive things that can come out of honoring somebody.
Yeah.
Yet tell a reverend or say, Kufimu, sorry, be an agana quaff cornea, ya, almost say, ya bomudia. Ayani, yomo. I said, the movie mo, actually before ne confess. Confess.
I shut as a principalities.
Na me yo. You see, we take so many things for granted.
Sure.
We don't honor our heroes. We don't really honor our heroes. And for Samojan, just maybe you can for Samojan, no more of goals our Shama Black Stars. Ye more be a Ghana for her player no CDT. You back of free here near the Aba. And it is even believed some time ago. Papa Bia or Free Munansi, I check a car or be a side. I want to remember the name.
Okay.
It is said that on only share more goals did ya a chance Samojan. Bobia United.
Infumana.
They been in Fumifu yet at net.
Anna Mena make okay.
Be home, baby.
Okay.
And Capo. All of these things need due to the fact that we've not been able to document and celebrate our heroes enough. And then Yabusa say, Aminu Dramani way out, who will be all. Mempesi Abako Chibebu. Make Kakao 2006 year. No one can say Aqua Chibebi. The likes of Quesia Piamodia.
Yeah.
Joe de Brama Bobo Mudeni. Ama Senegal Bobo Mudeni. Omuni na ohebet mabudi ba me de oba ni mu kakra bi o and then Samia Jemu way because Samia Jemu come mo boy dey qualify for AFCON 2006 e boy me qualify for World Cup 2006. How do we honor our heroes?
That's more.
I think minister adiwe wa fato won so no ka yenya ne nto ato aso Capo bibia wona hyase
yeah
de atwam nko ya asefim Stephen Appiah about testimony amano Supremo about testimony amano
Tornado Crimes a legacy promotion
Michael Essien about testimony amano
bi na omuyamano
Mr. Jeffrey Asare mo na organize saa de no Mr. Larry mo
the private
entity bi na akoye o ma de mo de Borussia Dortmund mo ba akro mo ase no
Now, mine as a nation there.
We don't celebrate our heroes enough.
Sure.
And the museum background na ho na dey akola bi wura ho a wa kire say we bo Ghana say ye say she go say ye say ko say. But ye tell ye nim France Beckenbo a.
Boni din de bia wa ha.
Ye boni din de bia wa ha. Ye nim Dennis Law. Ye nim say Bobby Charlton. It is because these are well documented legends of their country. And Sikromo on Kwane to Kwine.
Them say Ghana had them say honoring legends. Them say ABBMU. Because even the first professor, black professor, we are say, Marcus Garvey research finding Anton Williams.
Anton Williams in a way. DNA documented
in Germany. I'm a German for now the street at or Germany.
Also, if you want to know some of these people, this may be a university level 100 level, near Chow, maybe a Pan-Africanism. Maybe a Kofa Marcus Garvey story about and Kwame Nkrumah story at the Ababeto, Anton Williams.
Yeah.
Quite fast one Marcus Garvey coaching equal school, Kwabotire, and fighting for Pan-Africanism. Now this all the best and your man.
Oh my God.
It will be Kwame Nkrumah Memorial when they be a church. But see, it is not an information that is opened enough for people to understand and know who our heroes were.
Who fed it out to you? That's
who fed it out to you? That is all. But me see Bibiano on a chassis. So let's forgive all of those years that have gone by.
Okay.
You fast some moja and the end the start. Oh, you fast some moja and the end.
Yeah,
and for the start.
Yeah.
Gather information is I think going forward, the ministry and in perform should be able to think about something like a football museum. Just like Yeko World Cup. Quite fast so not Obianu Sekata or create a museum to sell baby or free buy. Because the notion around here is a kata babo mudabe. Kata free hin babo. The notion and all of these things is very important. Say when we even do a football museum. CSCF Sports Developmental Fund.
Yeah.
Sports Development Fund. Minister Kwatina Peace FM di unkomo. And you more modebeye. I'm really hoping, say one way or the other, we can invest in a football historical museum or sports in general historical museum. Azuma Nelson there, where there were people ball hockey, but DK poison, Obia there. And even with that, it is something when you invest money in it. Repeat, because at the end of the year, if tourists come into this country, it will generate revenue. It will generate revenue and also give knowledge about said now wait here, A tier, B tier, C tier, wait tier. Then we understand how low we've even sunk. Si acquire the money, who say yes, yes, acquire him. So we need to stay committed to such cause. It's a minister, the Asha Siane ye. Yama the Etrum Biana day in Tremoko. But I'm begging you, whatever we want to do with the sports investment fund or sports developmental fund, let's look at the football museum or the sports museum. Let's look at certain things we can do to create honor for young call for major ball. To do things
not a Ukraine and baby free
or free
at least.
Also, some of these things, you know, also ultimate silly now.
Yeah.
So you for the start do something centralized for Ghana.
Okay.
When you enter there, the history, maybe a free bar. There are several places. The sword now they share from they will teach you when you go to Managerial Museum. There's a history and all of these things. So we can do something for sports in general. Sports. I'm speaking about sports in general. From hockey to those who yes, hockey about Chroma say Nyoma no ye and now we need to be seeing all of those things to educate the next generation. And yes, sir, Omobeira.
Yentu
Mudimbim.
Omai bini.
Capo, and a kotoko, a waterma.
Yes, omni vision.
Yeah. Big game. Big game. The reason why I'm saying that this is a big game, no. Anka Vision FC, the Komoba League, in the Ben or Mone Kotoko, Abe Preti Penko, Abe EBB. But Capo, no Crane, say last season, Korokoshe Vision FC by 4-1 with Kruma say. And far away, Vision FC, a share Kotoko by 3-1. Zito Beso Kotoko Edumani Nano, Capo, will lose only one Ghana Premier League game. Zito Befa Kotoko because Kotoko Sake prosper na te Ogum. After the Nations FC game, Kotoko lose by 2-0. Yeah. Zito Befa Edumani will lose only one Ghana Premier. I'm talking about Ghana Premier League. and that was against Vision FC. 3-1 now Vision FC. On the day no, Frank Abura Duku obo House of Folk, and he share 2 goals and Asante de Bako count.
Okay.
Is it going to be a repeat or a revenge? It makes the game a big game.
Zito si
enchenen to us too.
Okay.
One thing about game near big no. 2 chances Zito si enchenen to us too. Now what this could mean for Kotoko after beating Accra House of Folk? Because Capo, Wontumi mo league when go far away. Adeba kwa Kotoko league season we no a certain level of optimism be a back. Supporters in any players in the league no bet imagine say omo break certain records be an that. First one in 15 solid years na Kotoko nko she brekum Chelsea.
15 years
na Kotoko she brekum Chelsea obrekum.
Okay.
Kotoko brekum Chelsea ko she brekum and omo ko brekum ko she brekum Chelsea and
Chelsea, yeah.
House of Folk, the last time omo lose game na April this year. Now House of Folk about 15 games no be ntimi share House of Folk. Capo. Omo ko share house and omo share house.
Akwaje points so.
So share the dynamics of the results are Kotoko nya.
Yeah.
Kotoko no mako nations. Grounds are last season so omo lose 2 this year omo for 1 point.
There's a hard grounds to be.
You see, they are improving upon their performances and they are improving their history. Yeah. Last season, omo board draw Obrekum, omo share Obrekum Chelsea. A breaking record, meboa 15 years.
Sure.
Koroko Ashe Gold Stars wa say last season no share ha. Koroko Lusu to Heart of Lions last season with ombo no boa say. This season Kotoko any board draw 1 point wa pick it.
Yeah.
Koroko Ashe Karela. She games na Kotoko abobo no wa ko share House of Folk. Zito bae no sa game omo bo na we no mbo goalless 0-0 o ko no whole game
motivation for coach na najima or confidence o we had the casa or can out.
Yes, because last season o kaso be show
confidence pa
on the league log ene wo check Ghana Premier League na am fan to screen so na mo aye tie for no me ahwefo no o check Ghana Premier League ni dia Nipo that top and then the points are what me accumulate and then the gap between omo and Kotoko I give you Kotoko a certain notion be said that be I was a timid you maybe any timid resource near the Kodasuro a Diana Stars I won 19 points weekend where one Kotoko nebo oh Kumasi Capo a Diana Kotoko Kotoko to 7th or 14 points Obia 9 games Kotoko abo 6. Obia abo 9 games. Ebi abo 8. The omo hwe no kra abo 8. Kotoko pe and abo 6 games. Na me adoma na Kotoko bo wi de ne be ko 7 games mebo a. Kotoko wins this game I de omo ko 17 points.
That's better Heart of Lions echi.
Sunday on the other league in the top. Enable Abra Osasu 2 outstanding matches.
So with this, Romans were winning 17 points. But the Adriana Bono say winning. No, there's a Obitimia top group no with Adriana.
Or there be so Osha 17 points. Meaning weekend no.
One no Bono or Shasha.
One the boss no Shana.
Over
20 points. So Baba Adriana so.
Oh, okay.
Depending on the results of any Heart of Lions Koroko can be there.
Yeah.
But Koroko will definitely be in the mix of the discussion of top 4. No?
Yeah.
Abroad so 2 games.
Ebo.
But second Holy Stars womb.
Zito aje points ni this was start here.
Capo.
Aje points ni was start here pa.
Was start here. Vision FC this season a fear shy ding. The ma game near ding back on Capo. Vision FC will fear this particular season. Out of 12 points, we pick 10.
So
only summer text bo goalless.
Okay.
Osha United 2-0. Osha Gold Stars 3-0. I no say 11 wonders 2-1.
Team no who fee.
If you so me say go be o mo nse 1 goal.
More than one. Imagine as you baby.
Capo.
Must watch.
And you game kitwa na because we teman kra no.
Yeah.
Is it to best sanin sanu ana? Ablo ye back in the setup. Also Ablo no accumulated yellow cards. It Henry and Suni Samba ne boy. Obe take the risks to bench them. Now Kotoko biggest headache will be their center forward. Because Morofin don't know so Capo. Yen kind of crunch down for men say down for born so.
Oh, so
we are only praying so by adapting them.
So
yes. Eche. Because Kotoko can't afford to bring you in. As it stands now, and Sana Samba mobile extend your contract because Samba is demanding in excess of $3,000 to extend his contract at Kotoko Cabo. But in Koma me new DJ na say Morfin Donzo and the highest paid player of Kotoko CC.
Okay.
Anu Asaba be replace striker. Na ononi she goals the Kotoko. Eja honom ko boot nation.
They say as I produce you
need to be quick.
No time to waste.
You need to be very quick. Because Kotoko how many more year because actually how they are sorted.
Okay.
In 15 they are sorted. But any more no any asem no.
Any more
because Kotoko chin no. Now no abetamu akoye hwa mo na share goals ma Kotoko win for 2. Cabo. Midfielders we share 2 we share back one sana pitamido akwade back be kan.
So midfielders ne back game no supposedly omon share striking force was anymore be a chance.
Because no say vision for na yere Kotoko finfin. Yere omo wa kira. Te said omo ni blekum chese mu ko yere ye no. Mu yere Kotoko wa kira yere Kotoko finfin. They had to take out better more intelligence. So these are the games Kotoko will need you to step up. It will be interesting to see a but Capo, per statistics, it will be very difficult for me to say Vision FC betimabo game we pabra we should go fie. So betimabo bo we nyina because o check results no fia. I think the only time Oman should go against Samatex. If Kotoko can be able to prevent Vision FC from scoring, they will need someone to score and one and then so.
A striker. Don't ya. Any Juma or Homano. Well, games like this, you kind of striker that you are.
The kind of striker that you are. But I think if you look at the league, Kotoko players on my side, the kind of ball no more now. I was watching last season. Chen said you I think this is a fitter, but let's not forget say last season Nako Chams our vision.
Okay.
And an assistant coach you saw as well Vision FC no so assistant coach and Ogumo Kotoko.
Okay.
So it's a matter of be any the young no Mokakoshia. But I think for Kotoko, Omo in a good mood. Omo in a very good mood going into this game. Vision FC Susu will face a very strong opponent. I think we'll have a very interesting game to watch today. Difficult task, but I think Kotoko getting a draw away no wouldn't be a problem. Omo in a draw how they will be okay.
Okay.
Because more 2 outstanding games. And they will be playing against league leaders every other weekend way.
Yeah.
If they will need to get their points together.
Okay. Nyame adoma say 3 p.m. Okay. Mizaya me da say no Mizaya na watene kanum say Ghana Premier League na no game ho that's Vision. Omotsne fie tema na omne Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko di aboani enti wo sem no ye ba na ye easy ato aso na fie ya bon komo easy waterproof paint or say no